Yo, what's
Knicks
up?
family, what's poppin'? It's your boy. And we are here. We are live. The New York Knicks are going to play the New Orleans Pelicans tonight at 9:30 p.m. RJ versus Zion. And let me tell you guys something, man. It's already electric. It is already electric. Listen, this is how you know you're starting something. I mean, when is the last time a summer league game has had this much hype and the New York Knicks were part of that hype? When is the last time that's happened? It's probably been a while. But the Knicks are definitely part of the hype, right? And it feels good to be part of that hype. I know it's just summer league. And people around the world are probably laughing at Knicks fans like, oh, they're hyped for summer league. But that's okay, because you know what? This is where we start building. This is how we start building. This is how we start building. We start developing this culture. We start developing our team, right? We start now. We start here. So I'm excited. I hope you're excited. I feel good. I feel really good about it. Feel really good about it. I'm excited to see what these guys are going to do. And I have some ideas about what they need to do, each player, not every single. I'm not going all the way down the roster. You might have seen my video earlier today. But I had some thoughts about what I want to see from each player, as well as what I want to see from the team. Because there's a lot that we should be seeing from these guys if we're talking about developing and starting a culture and building an infrastructure. So, yes, I'm excited. I hope you're excited. We should all be excited about the Knicks tonight. Just to let you know, I will not be streaming the game, okay? All right, we have people that's in the video chat. We'll take some calls. I'll be watching the game and keep you updated. And I'm sure you'll be watching the game too. But we're just going to have conversations about it. It is illegal for me to stream the game. So please do not ask if I'm going to stream the game. For those who are new to this channel, that's not what I do. Try to keep it on the up and up. All right? I try to keep it clean. Try to keep it on the up and up. All right? But we'll have a good time watching the game together anyway. So before the game gets started, let me see right now. Chicago Bulls and the Los Angeles Lakers are in the third quarter. It's 8 minutes and 23 seconds left in the third quarter. Chicago is up 53-43, I think it was. They just switched up the graphic on me. And, of course, we're waiting for Kawhi Leonard to make a decision. And I only said that because they just brought that graphic up on the screen. And I do want to talk about that before we even get into Summer League, because we got a little bit of time to talk about Summer League. There's been a lot of talk about the Knicks passing up the interview with Kawhi Leonard, about the Knicks deciding not to take the interview. And you know what? I think it was a good move. It was a smart move, in my opinion, for the Knicks not to take this interview. Because let's think about it for a second. Let's just say the Knicks just said, okay, we're going to wait until July 3rd to meet with Kawhi Leonard. In the meantime, maybe KD doesn't sign with Brooklyn so fast if he knew that was going to happen. I don't know. But let's just say he did. Now you're waiting for Kawhi. All the guys that we picked up, most of those guys, they're gone. They're starting to come off the board. Now we're looking like the Los Angeles Lakers. Waiting. It's July 5th. Kawhi hasn't made a decision. So now we'd still be waiting for Kawhi. The Knicks knew it was a long shot. Now, see, the Lakers can afford to take that chance because they got LeBron and they got Anthony Davis. We can't afford to take that chance. Right? We can't wait for whomever. We've got to go ahead and go on about our business. We did the right thing. And talking about going on about our business, this is what I like what I'm seeing from this regime. And it really feels good. Because I hear Stephen A. Smith, I hear all these guys say that we're supposed to bend over backwards so that this player can play and that player can play. That's crap. That's crap. That's garbage to me. Right? DeAndre Jordan, I guess, was upset because Fizdale played Mitch Robinson over him. Oh, well, that's the way it goes in the NBA. That's life in the NBA. Stephen A. Smith says that we should have played DeAndre Jordan, right? He should have played DeAndre Jordan, says that we should have bent over backwards to make DeAndre Jordan happy so that we can make KD happy. That's not the way that you operate. It's just not the way that you operate. You know what I'm saying? You don't operate that way. You have your standards. You have your boundaries, and you stick to your boundaries. I like that this regime does that. They're not going to bend over backwards to make anybody happy and give the franchise away. That is smart, and that is the way you build a team. That's how they do it in Miami. That's how they do it in San Antonio. So I don't have no problems with all of that. I don't have no problems with all of that at all. You know what I'm saying? If that's the kind of culture that they're developing, that's smart. That's exactly what they're supposed to be doing. Exactly what they're supposed to be doing. So kudos to my guys, man. Kudos to them. Stephen A. Smith. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. And listen, we're gonna get to Summer League. We're gonna get to Summer League. I promise you that. But if it was up to all these so-called pundits and analysts, right now, we would have given Kristaps Porzingis a maximum contract coming off of an ACL. We would have had a maximum contract for Kevin Durant, who would be sitting out a year with a ruptured Achilles. And we also would have given we would have traded all of our assets for John Wall, because that's what Bill Simmons and Stephen A. Smith think we should do. We would have traded our assets for John Wall, who also is coming off of a torn Achilles or a ruptured Achilles or whatever he has. How would that look? How smart would that have been? Our guys are doing a good job, man. Guys are doing a good job. I was about to say Pluto. Kudos to those guys. I was about to say Pluto because I watched Us last night. I meant to say kudos to those guys. Kudos. And if you ever seen the movie Us, there's a lot to unpack in that movie. I know I just went off topic crazy, but there's a lot to unpack in that movie. But anyway, let's get to our video chat. We're going to talk Summer League. I'll let these guys get a quick 30 seconds in to say hi to you. And then I'm going to give you my spiel on what I want to say about Summer League before some of these guys start talking forever. You know how they do. Some of these guys go on forever. In the chat right now, we got Israel, we got Andy, we got Guillermo, Sandy, and Tony Crow in the chat. I'm glad these guys are here. So I'm going to go ahead and say what's up to them. Let these guys introduce themselves real quick. I'm going to start with Israel because Israel was the first one in the chat, been in the chat for about a half hour. Give me 30 seconds, Israel. What's going on, man?
Me?
Yes, sir.
It's white chocolate. It's not Israel.
Oh, shoot, white chocolate. I'm sorry. My bad. See that? I'm tripping.
No,
I'm tripping. See, listen, it's because
right. We got options.
I watched that movie Us last night, and it's got me thinking about a whole bunch of conspiracy theories and all kinds of junk. So my mind is a little bit jumbled. My bad, white chocolate. I don't know why I said Israel. My bad.
At the end of that movie, they give us the craziest plot twist. I never would have thought, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm not going to spoil it for anyone, but you've seen it. I've seen it.
Yeah.
The plot twists in that movie.
Let's put it like this. Me and my daughter watched it twice last night.
Just to pack it in, right?
Just to pack it in. We watched it the first time, and then we had a conversation about it for about 45 minutes.
Right.
Then we watched, and then we were about to watch a YouTube video. We said, no, you know what? Let's try to figure some stuff out ourselves. So then we went ahead and watched it again. Start unpacking some stuff. But anyway, give us 30 seconds, man, real quick.
Let's get to the Knicks, guys. I want everybody to clap for this New York Knicks front office, because the New York Knicks are no longer the worst run franchise in the NBA. I don't know if you guys talked about it in the last chat, but Memphis sending Kyle Korver to the Phoenix Suns and getting Josh Jackson, DeAnthony Melton, and 2 second-round picks just so the Suns could buy out Kyle Korver. The Suns are the worst run franchise in the league now. Yeah. They're the laughingstock. So now that just shows that we're on the up and up. That just shows that the Knicks are making the right moves, and at least we have more respect than what people think
saying
about us compared to the Suns. Because you drafted this guy 4th overall, and not after a year or 2 years later, you're giving up on him, and you give away 2 second-round picks just so you can buy out Kyle Korver, who's going to go to LA. That's crazy. To me, that is worse than what we did with the Porzingis trade, which I still think we won that trade. But we'll see how Porzingis plays on this max contract, which I don't think he's going to have a full season where he plays 70 or more games, mind you.
See. Okay.
So,
hey, let me get around. I want to get around to everybody quick because I want to make sure we talk about some of the summer league. All right.
All right.
I'm gonna come back to you, White Chocolate. I didn't mean to call you Israel, White Chocolate. I'm gonna come back to you, Andy. Real quick, man. Just say what's up.
Yo, what's up, guys? Good evening, America. Good morning, Europe.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, no doubt, man. I'm glad you're up. What time is it for you?
3:15 a.m.
Oh, wow. All right. That's dedication to the New York Knicks, buddy.
Yeah.
That's big dedication, big time. I'm going to come back around to you, man, because I want to make sure I get around to everybody. All right, we got plenty of time. We got a few hours. All right, Sandy, just say what's up to everybody real quick.
What's up, everyone? What's up, my friend?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, great 4th. I hope everything went well. No one got hurt in the neighborhood.
You know what? It was pouring down rain here all day, so we just hung out.
Nah, not too bad. Yeah. So, I mean, tonight, I just want to see the team look good. I mean, I don't really care about the haters, but it would be nice to see, us go out and just spank the shit out of these guys. RJ, really, play above him way better than Zion tonight. It means nothing in the grand scheme of things, but at least for 5 minutes, he'll shut up a bunch of idiots.
Okay. All right. I'm
At the end of the day, hey, let me ask you a question, because I haven't been able to find much on it. What's with Chris Wilkes? What kind of injury? What's going on with him?
You know what? I'm not sure. I got to check it out. I got to check it out, my man. I'm not totally positive.
I was really looking forward to him. I mentioned this to you before. The 3 best spot-up shooters in this draft were Iggy, RJ, and Chris. And I was just looking forward to seeing these kids, get out there and show that they actually can spot up shot, do some good spot shots and against better quality talent,
Yeah.
It really sucks that he's not going to be playing in the summer league. It really is not. It's going to hurt him, It really gave Trier such an advantage.
Right. Well, I mean, we'll see what happens. We'll see if I'm not exactly sure the extent of his injury, but we'll see what happens from there. Sandy, I'm gonna come around to you. I want to make sure I get the Guermo, and I'm not sure where Tony Crow went, but we'll get back to him. Guermo, what's good, man?
Yo, what's good, Sim? What's up, chat? What's up, everybody? 2 things. One, Sim, not all white people look the same. Come on, call him Israel. White chocolate Israel. Come on, Sim.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah.
I'm joking. And another thing,
I gotta give you that. I give you that one. That's a good one. Real good one.
I'm joking.
Real good one.
And also, us was a little overrated. Let's chill out. If you want to show your daughter,
hold on. I'm not talking about it being, overrated or not overrated, but there was a lot to unpack in the movie. If you go back and watch it again, there was some things and clues and different things to unpack in the movie that was fun. That was fun. It was fun.
I'll give you that, and I'll say one more thing. If you want to show your daughter something so-called scary, underrated horror movie, and scare her into not messing with boys for a long time until she's like 30 or 40. Make her watch the movie It Follows.
It Follows.
Yes, it's on Netflix. It's an underrated movie. It's a I guess relatively cheaply made. I won't say it's not cheap production, but it was on a whole budget and it did really well. But it's a very interesting movie. You would like
check
it.
it out.
Trust
All
me.
right, we'll check it out. I'll check it out. Let me come back to you, man. I'm gonna get to Tony Crow. All right.
Yep.
My man T Crow, what's popping, bro? You got yourself muted, my man. I don't know if he's there. He might not be there. All right, well, I'll come back to Tony Crow because he may not be there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, look. Chicago, L.A. is 66-54. Chicago, 3 minutes and 2 seconds left in the third quarter. Now, remember, this is kind of like AAU. They're all playing in this, right now they're playing in the same gym. So after this game is when the Knicks will start, even if it goes a little bit later than expected. All right. So, we'll be able to bide the time by talking about the New York Knicks. I want to talk about some things that I want to see in this summer league. And if you had a chance to see my video, you're going to hear some of these same things once again. All right. But we got some rookies. And this is a time for all rookies that are entering the NBA when you're talking about this summer league. This is a time for these guys to show that they can play on a higher level. Obviously, the summer league is not the NBA. Well, it's the NBA, but it's not the higher level NBA, right? It's the NBA Summer League from MGM Resorts. But what do you get in the summer league? You got guys that's been in the league for 1 year, 2 years, maybe 3 years. Maybe you even get some vets that play if they're recovering from injury. Right? You got G League players that's been in the G League 1, 2, 3 years is trying to make it into the league. Of course, you got the best players that were in college, all playing in this league. So now you cut off some of the fat. You're starting to really dwindle it down and get to some, good basketball players. And a lot of times men. RJ Barrett is 19 years old. He's now going to be playing against some men. There's still going to be some children, but he's playing against men. So this is a time that these guys can really start to stake their claim and prove and show that they can play at the next level. Right? I want to see RJ Barrett. Listen, we all believe that RJ Barrett can score. We hope that he's going to be able to play defense. I want to see what he does now playing against. These are going to be the top guys, right? These, he played at Duke, so he's already playing in maybe the top conference in basketball, NCAA basketball, college basketball. But even still, but when you're talking about the summer league, you're taking the top guys from across the nation, putting them all in one league. So now it's time to show it. I'm not discounting him. I'm just saying he wants to win Rookie of the Year. Starts now. Starts right here, right now. It's the same thing with Ignaz Brazdeikis. Some people question. No one questions his heart. Nobody questions his hustle, how hard he's going to play. Nobody questions that because he's proven it already. What's questioned about Iggy? Can he defend on the NBA level? Will he be able to score? He averaged 14 points a game as a freshman at Michigan. Will he be able to score on an NBA level? You're not going to get all those questions tonight. You're not going to get all those questions throughout Summer League. But you might be able to start to see some glimpses on whether or not this man is going to be able to score, play defense. He's 6'7", 6'8". He played the power forward at Michigan. He's not going to play that in the NBA. He's probably going to be a small forward. Can he defend small forwards in the NBA? That's going to be the question. I expect this guy to make the team. I think he's going to make the team. I think that he's going to be a good role player in the NBA. But now's the time. We'll get a chance to see. We'll get a chance to see a glimpse of what he brings. Then, of course, we have guys returning. We'll start with Mitchell Robinson. And big shout out and congratulations to Mitchell Robinson. He's been named to the select team for the USA basketball camp. Right? So that's great. That's really, really good for Mitchell Robinson. I mean, he's a second-round pick, ladies and gentlemen. He was a second-round pick. That says a lot about the young man. I mean, you can't say too much. You can't. What else can you say about him? He's good. He's good. He's got a huge future in the NBA. But what do I want to see from Mitch? Well, I want to see if he's been working on strength. Now, I do realize that he's not going to show that much if he has been working on his strength, because the season just ended in April for the Knicks. So you're not going to see that much. You won't see that much. Hopefully he's been working on strength. Maybe we'll be able to see a little bit if he has. Has he been trying to develop that outside jump shot? Outside jump shot. The jump shot. Scoring a little bit outside the paint. Has he been working on that? He says that he has. He says he's been working on knocking down that jumper. We'll see. Has he been working on developing a post game? Starting to really develop his offensive game? We'll get a chance to see it. Right? We'll probably see a lot more when training camp comes around, as he has July, August to work on his game a little bit more. Right? But hopefully we'll get a chance to see some glimpses. Alonzo Trier. Listen, we know Alonzo Trier can score. That's why they call him ISO Zoe. He can get it off the bounce. That's what he does. He can put the ball on the floor and attack. He shoots efficiently from the floor. I mean, he was about 40% from three. And I think he shot like 46, 47% from the field overall. Okay, that's pretty good for a rookie, in my opinion. But you know what I want to see from Trier? I want to see can he move around off the ball? Can he move without the ball? Play without the ball? Right? I want to see constant movement from him without the basketball. I want to see, can he come off a screen and knock down a jump shot? Right? Come off the screen with a catch and shoot, catch it, be on his toes, get up in the air and knock it down. I haven't seen his form. From what I've seen, doesn't seem as though it sets him up to be able to come off those screens and be on his toes and get in the air quick. We'll see if he's been working on that. I want to see, can he be a catch and shoot type of guy? And obviously, we're not going to see all of this tonight. But we got four games to kind of take a look and see what these guys have been doing. That's what I want to see from Zoe. Also, has he worked on distributing the ball at all or playing? Maybe I shouldn't say distributing the basketball because that's not going to be his role, but playing a little bit more within the offense, getting his buckets within the offense. Instead of taking 5-6 dribbles to get to the rack, 3 dribbles maximum. 3 dribbles maximum to get to the rack. So if he can catch the ball, boop, boop, and go, that's it. That's all we want. We don't want someone standing there, boom, 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 behind the back, between the legs, spin. That's too much. Everyone's standing still watching. So I want to see, can he cut down those dribble moves and learn to attack quicker? And let me tell you what, if he can do that, he's strong, he's powerful, right? He can score through contact, and if he can learn to attack without taking a million dribbles, he can be tough. He can be deadly. If this guy wants to be a starter in his league, these are the things I think he needs to work on. Now we talk about Kevin Knox. What do I want to see from Kevin Knox? Well, let me tell you, Kevin Knox can do a lot of things on the basketball court. Right? He has his form. He's got nice form on his shot. He can knock down the three. He can knock down the mid-range. He can go in the post. He can go in the mid-post. He may not be strong when battling against some of these guys in the post and mid-post, but he can do it. He has the ability and the footwork to do it. He can also advance the ball. He can catch it off the glass and advance it, go coast to coast if you need him to. I'm not saying that he's got super dynamic handles, but he can do it. He has this ability. The biggest thing that holds him back is the assertiveness. That's what holds Kevin Knox back. I want to see more assertiveness from him. I want to see him be assertive. I want to see him play with confidence. Assertiveness and confidence, those are the things that I see that holds him back. I want to see some aggression. I want to see some anger on the court. Right? Now, I don't want to discount or discredit the fact that he's a calm and cool type of dude. And maybe that's his, maybe that's what he does. Maybe that's him. Maybe that's his personality. But every once in a while, you got to bring out and show some aggression. You don't have to scream. You don't have to yell. You don't have to give him the Kobe stare. You don't have to do any of that. I just want to see some of that assertiveness and aggression from him. Also, Kadeem Allen. Look, I don't want to sleep on Kadeem Allen, really. Let's not sleep on that man. I know we picked up Elfrid Payton. I know we have Dennis Smith Jr. We got Frank Ntilikina. But this guy, Kadeem Allen, he's defensive minded. What's that mean? That means he fits right into the guys that David Fizdale brought in. He fits right in. The guys that Scott Perry brought in, he fits right into those guys. He's that type of player, a gritty, grimy, defensive-minded type of point guard. He's a distributor. He's not worried about getting his buckets. But he can get them, but he's a distributor. Also, he's a leader. I don't want to discount that man. Don't discount that man, because I could see a scenario if, let's just say, we start the season and Elfrid Payton is starting, Dennis Smith Jr. is a little bit disgruntled. Maybe there's some movement with the roster, and Kadeem Allen is playing a significant role on the team. I wouldn't count that. I wouldn't count that out. I wouldn't count it out. I like Kadeem Allen, and I want to watch him. I'm just watching what he does during this summer league. And he's an older guy in the summer league. When I talked about these guys playing against men, this is what I'm talking about. Kadeem Allen's what? 25, 26 or something? 25 years old? Older guy playing in the summer league. Alonzo Trier is an older guy playing in the summer league. But don't forget about Kadeem Allen. As far as the team is concerned, there's three things that I really want to see from the team. And after this, I'm gonna go ahead and get to the chat, get some of these guys' feedback, maybe take a phone call or two before this game starts. 75-63 Chicago over the Los Angeles Lakers. And listen, I'm streaming it. I'm also streaming on YouTube. So when my scores to you may be a little bit late, it's all good though. It's all good. But from the team, you know what I want to see from the team? One, I want to see defense. Defense. We got to start with defense. That's got to be what we got to really pound that in these guys starting in summer league. Defense. We got some guys on the team. Teddy Brabham, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you. We got some guys on the team that play defense now. Reggie Bullock plays defense. Right? Wayne Ellington, he plays defense. Taj Gibson, he plays defense. We got some guys that play defense. We need to make defense our cornerstone starting now. I want to see guys moving their feet. I want to see guys talking. I want to see guys hustling, diving on the floor. I want to see us end the defense with a rebound. The defense doesn't stop until we get the ball or they score. I want to see defense. It's imperative. I also want to see some resemblance of structure on the offensive side of the floor. I need to see it. Listen, I know it's not all going to be there. It's not going to be a full out, we have an offensive system right now, obviously, clearly. but I want to see us doing something, working on something, not just coming down and freelancing. Right? Even if it's, listen, they've only had a couple of days, but even if it's just a few actions here and there, work on something. A couple of these, listen, Trier, Knox, Kadeem Allen, Mitch, they've been together for a year. They should be able to do some things on the floor. That's what I want to see, because this season, look, Fizdale, it is time. There is no more tanking, right? It is time. It is time for us to start trying to win, right? Whether or not we have the talent to make the playoffs, I don't know. But it should be our goal to make that 8th seed. If you fall a little bit short, oh, well, that's cool. You built something. You did something. And you fought. That's what we got to do. So we got to have more structure from the beginning of the season. You got a whole new crew to rock with. A whole new crew. There's no egos. Young guys. You got a whole new crew. Let's start with structure this year. Last year, he didn't put in structure. He didn't try to put structure in until, 65% of the season was done. We got to start from the beginning this year. Okay? Lastly, I want to see the team really starting to build some chemistry. Building some chemistry. All right. They're young guys. They should be having fun together. Right? Having fun together. Build that chemistry. Starts now. That's what I think. That's how I feel. That's how I feel, ladies and gentlemen. But here we are. Summer League. I'm excited. I want to know what you guys think. I want to know how you guys feel about it. Right? Who's Mark? I see him in the chat, but he's not in the video chat, at least not yet. Maybe I just haven't let him in yet. We're about to go ahead and get to this video chat. I'm going to take a phone call. All right. Caller, you're on live. Caller, you're on live with Nothing But Knicks. What's popping, my brother? Or sister?
Hello?
What's good with you, homie?
Yo, you're live right now?
Yeah, we live, my man. We live.
Hey. I'm watching a live stream.
I appreciate it, my man.
I just wanted to, voice my opinion on the Summer League game.
Okay, do me a favor first. Oh, do me a favor first. Can you turn that down in the back? Because I can hear echo, so you got to turn that down in the back, please.
Yeah, let me move real quick.
Live, my man. We live.
All right, so.
I just wanted to
okay.
voice my opinion on the.
Hey, my man, you there?
Hello?
Yeah.
Is it better now?
It's a little bit better. I can still hear it in the background. Go ahead. You good now? Go ahead. No, you're good. You should be good.
I come from Toronto, Canada, and I'm a big fan of RJ Barrett and what he did, how he represented the country. But on the other hand, I'm a huge Pelicans fan, and I love what they're doing. This free agency. I feel like there's a beautiful young team, and I feel like we're gonna be here next. How do you feel about that?
You said we're gonna do what?
I feel like the Pelicans are gonna beat the Knicks. What's your insight on that?
I mean, you know what? Basically, yeah. I mean, maybe the Pelicans will beat the Knicks. I don't know. That really doesn't matter to me too much. The whole RJ versus Zion thing, it's fun. It's really fun, but it doesn't matter to me too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's all about the guys developing and trying to learn how to play the basketball game together. The Knicks seeing what they have in players and stuff like that. So I'm not really, too much worried about who wins or loses.
True. I feel like, in your generation, you had LeBron versus Melo. I feel like this is the new generation, LeBron versus Melo, Zion versus RJ. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep. I agree with you. And listen, it could be a rivalry. It could end up being a rivalry if both teams become very good. Not a nasty rivalry where they don't like each other, but a fun rivalry. But RJ Barrett has said he would like to have Zion come to New York and play with him. So, we'll see. We'll see how these things work out in the future. I don't want to talk about free agents coming to the Knicks or not until we build an infrastructure. We build a infrastructure, and have that in place. Then we can talk about free agents coming to the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? My man, thank you for the call. I appreciate the call. All right. If you want to call in, 516-405-2246. Please make sure you got anything you're listening to, have it down in the back, okay? Because I don't want to make all the listeners' ears bleed. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take one more call, then I'm gonna get to the video chat. By the way, 5 minutes left in the Chicago and LA game. Chicago is up by 7. Caller, you're on live with Nothing But Knicks. What's poppin'?
Hey, yo, what's going on? It's your boy H Money. What's going on, bro? I'm here to talk about this basketball, man. I got my boy Ja Morant. I'm calling from Memphis. I feel like we got the best rookie out the draft. Ja Morant, the most explosive. And, this is a point guard league, by the way. You know what I mean? This is a point guard league, and he could shoot the three, by the way. R.J. Barrett is a one-trick pony. All he can do is go to the rack. He ain't got no shot, man. He ain't got a jumper. The NBA has changed. You need a jump shot. You feel me?
Okay. All right. Listen, I like Ja Morant. Ja Morant, he's a hooper. He's a baller. I'm with you. I feel you. You got Ja Morant.
Agree?
Do you have Ja Morant winning Rookie of the Year? You got Ja
hands down, unanimous. It'll be unanimous. It will be unanimous. You know what? He's the only player in college to average 10 assists, and since they've been counting the stat, you know what I mean? This guy does it all. And, they compare him to Russell Westbrook, Mr. Triple-Double himself. You feel me? This guy is the truth, man. And I'm in Memphis. I feel like we got the best player out this draft. You know what I mean? I feel like he got the it factor. He got the look. He got the charisma. And he definitely remind me of Russell Westbrook. What do you think about the comparison between Ja Morant and Russell Westbrook?
I think that, honestly, I never really liked the comparison between Ja Morant and Russell Westbrook because I feel like Ja Morant sees the floor way better than Russell Westbrook does. I think he sees the floor as a passer just way better than Russell Westbrook, in my opinion. Like, Russell Westbrook is a lot of power and speed, so he gets to the basket and then he dips it off. Ja Morant, to me, is a little bit more of a creator and can create offense for other people. That's what, so.
You got a point there. See, I would like to say that when Russell Westbrook was in college, he played with Darren Collison. So, he wasn't a traditional point guard in college. He was actually a combo guard. So I think that would affected his development as a true point guard. But Ja Morant, when he was at Murray State, he definitely had the option to do whatever he want to do, man. And it's a little difference, it's a little difference. Like, Ja Morant is 20 pounds lighter than Russell Westbrook when Westbrook came to the draft. And like you said, Morant might be a better passer, but what about the aggressiveness? What about the ferociousness of Russell Westbrook and Ja Morant attacking the basket? There's never been a point guard as athletic as Russell Westbrook until Ja Morant came on the scene.
Okay, my man. Hey, I appreciate the call, my man. And listen, I thank you for the call. Ja Morant, I like Ja Morant. I let you go ahead and talk about him a little bit because I like your energy on the phone, bro. Good energy, my man, over there in Memphis. But this is a Knicks channel, so we do want to talk about Knicks players. But we do we everybody in here was if we would have got Ja Morant, would have been happy with Ja Morant. So, big shout out to Ja Morant. We'll see how his career is going to turn out. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be a good player in the NBA. No qualms with you with that, my man. All right, no qualms with you. Before I get to the next call, a couple super chats. Teddy Brabham, thank you for the super chat. DT1 Kenobi said, Knicks fam, he holds up his Heineken and said, Knicks fam, here's to seeing some positive things and 0 injuries. There we go. No doubt about it. Appreciate you guys. Let's go ahead and we're going to get to one more call. Caller, you're on live with Nothing But Knicks. What's popping?
Hey, Sim, how you doing? This is Justin from Jersey. What's going on, man?
I'm good. How you feeling, man?
I'm excited, man. I just got a lot of good energy. I feel real positive about the young team right now. everything about free agency is in the past. I'm not even thinking about it, worried about it. But I'm very excited to see the young boys play tonight. I think one thing people aren't talking about, if you think about a year ago, the Knicks actually, they possibly could have the number 1 pick slip to the 3rd spot. A lot of people aren't talking about that because R.J. Barrett was rumored to be the number 1 overall pick. Right. And then, we had the 3rd spot, and we actually got him. So I'm just, really excited and hope to see what these guys do tonight.
Yeah, man. And listen, I think Ja Morant, R.J. Barrett, he both of those guys, Zion, R.J., a lot of the guys that came out of this draft this year, they seem to get it. And I think although everybody focused on the top 3 players, I think there's going to be some guys that surprise some people. I think they get it, and I think they're hard workers. And, I think people is going to look back at this draft and say, we underrated this draft. I think so. There's a lot of people in there. And R.J. Barrett is one of those guys. He gets it. His dad was a professional player, right? So he gets it and he understands, man. And I'm excited for him. I can't wait. We got, there's 2 minutes left in this game. Yeah. You know what I mean? And the Knicks, New Orleans coming up next. We're going to get a chance to see our guy get on the floor and play. And I'm excited. I can't wait.
Yeah, and I got something to say too, Sam, because 2 things, I think even though, we didn't get any big fishes or nothing like that in free agency, I think everybody outside of the media, understand what the Knicks did. Like, we haven't made one bad contract. We haven't made one bad deal. We got very, very good, serviceable pieces. And the focus stayed the same. They want to focus on their young guys. You focusing on Money Mitch, you focusing on Knoxville, you focusing on ISO Zoe and Broadway Barrett. Like that's your guys right there.
I like that name.
As you did. Yeah,
like
man. I've been
Broadway Barrett. I like that name.
I've been hashtagging Broadway Barrett for so long. So if you hear it on ESPN or something, I started that a while ago.
I like that.
For a long time, I think that the Knicks stayed the course, and I think they really, really made smart moves. They haven't made one bad deal, okay? And Stephen A. Smith, he just gives me a headache because I'm like, okay, we didn't get Kevin Durant, we didn't get Kyrie Irving, that's cool. But, what if we did do that deal? Then I think, we would have been screwed saying, oh, we signed guys with a bad Achilles, oh, we signed guys that was a bad teammate. You know what I mean? So that's why I think a lot of people should just not even think about that, and focus on our future.
I'm with you 100%, my man. I think you're right on point, right on track. Hey, I appreciate the call. I'm going to get over here to this video chat, all right?
No doubt.
All right, I appreciate the call, my man.
No doubt. Shout out to the chat.
No doubt. Peace. All right, let's see what's popping over here. We got Mark finally in the chat. You know what I mean? Let's see what's popping with these guys. Angels in the chat. Let's see what's going on. Mark, I'm coming to you, my man. What's popping, Mark?
What's cracking, Sam? What's going on, bro?
I'm chilling, man.
You ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready. Are you ready?
You see my son Money Mitch getting invited to the USA training training team? That's just nice. A step.
That's big stuff right there. That's big stuff. So tell me, Mark.
But I'm ready for tonight, man.
What do you want to see from the team tonight?
Straight defense and grit. That's all I want to see. I don't care about offense. I just want to see them get after it defensively. That's all I need to see. I just want them to cause havoc. Just defense, and a little bit of chemistry offensively throughout the guys from last year. So that's all I want to see from each and every one of these guys. I want to see a little bit of I want to see if Mitch could be a leader on the floor a little more, on the floor with these guys, because he sets the tone defensively for us. So I would like to see him command that, because I think he has that in him. I really do, just off his personality, because I really like his personality.
Yeah, he has a nice personality. Fun guy. Nice personality.
He takes it serious.
But he's also, he's a fun guy, but he's also
He's about his
serious
business.
guy, hard worker. You know what I mean? And because he's also a fun guy,
Yeah.
right? People are gonna, because he does both. When he speaks, people are gonna listen to him. I think
so because he's infectious defensively, and his motor. His motor makes you want to play harder. So when you look at players like that, those are the guys that people normally follow. It's just like when Draymond. It's like when you watch Draymond go on his defensive laps. The team just acts differently defensively. So when you got guys like that set the tone defensively for the team, they're gonna follow, man. And that's what I like about him, and that's why I'm excited to watch his growth more than anybody else on this team, because I think his talent level could be stardom, like real stardom. Yeah, and I felt like that before he got drafted.
Yeah, we'll see if he gets there. I'm not, he's got a lot of work to do, just like all these young guys do. They have a lot of work to do. But Scott Perry, I think they put the right type of guys around them, the right type of vets around them to help him him along, to push him along. And listen, I was watching Donovan Mitchell earlier.
Oh, my God. What a player.
Yeah, for all the people that discount what a vet means, right? I was listening to him talk, and he said he's got Mike Conley. He said he's already learning so much from Mike Conley. He's been asking him questions, right? He said Tabo Cephalosha, a guy that people would be like, but he was a vet that Donovan Mitchell went to him to learn how to recover, to ask him and see why he was at the gym 2 hours before everybody else, right? These guys need some guidance and learn how to make it and get their and find their way around the NBA.
And that's what I like what the Knicks did with the signings.
Exactly.
So, it's going to benefit the kids. It's not going to put much pressure on them. Supposedly, if they'd have came out this year with the young roster, we would have put more pressure on them from night to night. But the fact that we got vets, we're not going to put as much pressure on them on them guys.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to do that this year. It's just going to be all about, mixing the kids with the vets.
Yeah.
And just seeing how much they hustle this year, or how much they gain, what they've learned over the summer to put into their game for this year for the guys that played last year.
Right.
So I'm excited right now. So
yeah, let me get around. I want to talk to Angel, see what Angel thinks. All right. Angel, my man, I'm coming to you. Angel, what's going on, man? You got yourself muted, Angel. Angel, I don't think Angel can hear me. Somebody let Angel know that I'm speaking to him, please. I'm gonna come to Guermo, find out what Guermo wants to get from the Summer League. Guermo.
Hold on. Yeah, what's good, Sim?
What are you looking forward to seeing from Summer League, man?
So several things from RJ Barrett. Not to say I want to see this at any efficiency level. I really don't care about efficiency level, but I want to see him finish or try to finish with his right. I want to see him also take jump shots and natural flow of the game. I want to see Trier actually facilitate, because I think that's where he's going to draw his value versus trying to be a play from the two guard. I want to see him facilitate, have better awareness on the court. I want to see Mitchell Robinson take 4 to 7 air balls. I don't care if they're air balls. I just need to see him take a few mid-range shots and a few threes in transition. I want it so that if you miss those shots, I could care less, but I need to see you take those shots. I want to see Knox have better awareness on both ends of the court. Last year, he actually showed a little bit better awareness on defense, where his rebound numbers went up. But I want to see that in Summer League, where he has an awareness of the game, where he's not lost in space. He's using his tips and his feet a little bit better on defense. And Kadeem Allen, I want to see. It's tough because you don't have. It's not the offense. Obviously, is going to be extremely simple, right? There's not going to be these intricate pick and rolls or it's not going to be that deep. But I want to see Kadeem Allen. I want to see Kadeem Allen kind of facilitate with these young guys. It's going to be tough just because the offense, is going to be really rudimentary. It's not going to be
really simple. It's going to be
I want
really
to see him facilitate.
Yeah, it's going to be really simple. But when you got a point guard that can, even if you've worked on just a few little things, if you have a point guard, then he can say, okay, you guys worked on this. Let's do this right now. Let's focus on this a little bit. And Kadeem Allen is one of those guys. Right now, they're warm-ups, and it looks really good. I'm telling you right now, R.J. Barrett looks really good in that New York Knicks warm-up. It looks really good. It looks natural.
I saw them in the little practice clips they were showing him. They said this guy is fearless, and I love it, man. Like, combine him and Randall. I know, obviously, regular season stuff, but combine him and Randall, Sim, and hey, I just want to see some hungry plays this year, man. I want to see guys going after it. And I think that, obviously, Sim, with this free agency stuff, I think you might see a reformed Trier. As much as, I'm not that high on him, per se, just because I don't like the attitude stuff and some of the stuff he did last year. But I think with the competition, you might see a Trier who might humble his game down where I don't have to score however many points. It's about me facilitating with these guys, getting them better. Then when I get my shot, you're going to get your shot regardless. When you get your shot, you make your shots. You get your points here, your 10, your 15, 14 points, but you're getting assists, you're pushing the ball around, you're facilitating the offense. We want to see that because at the two-guard positions, and there's too many guys there for us to really say that Trier is going to be there as, say even the third option, right? So I'd rather see him be another option at the one, or even be a 1-2 guy where he can play the combo guard, or he can be the facilitator. He could be our so-called joker from the bench. He comes in for 30 minutes, but he's facilitating, he's keeping that offense going. So when the starters come back in, there's no real misstep. I think Trier has to take that into account, not think that he wants to be a star. Forget about all the stars, whoever used to drive around their cars or, beef up your ego. It's about you being a successful NBA player and a professional at this point. You're a vet now. It's year 2, but you're a vet. It doesn't matter if you're a sophomore, whatever. You're a vet. So you got to wisen up.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I think the one thing I'll say is this: there are with the team, with the group we have now on the team. Frank Ntilikina is the longest tenured Knick right now. And he's been on the team this is going on his 3rd year. He's the longest tenured Knick, right? So this is really, really a new group of guys. There's not leftovers. Even last year, David Fizdale had some leftovers to deal with when you talk about Joakim Noah. Who else were leftovers? I mean, obviously Frank Ntilikina was a leftover. There was still some leftovers on the team, right?
Thomas,
Yeah, now, this is a whole new group to cultivate. And, hopefully they can, it's going to be different. It's going to be different.
It is. And Sim, again, that whole eat what you kill thing, because there's so much competition, that's really what it has to be now. So that's why I love the free agency, because it's like, all right, you got drafted at so-and-so, you put up how many numbers in preseason last year, or you played how many minutes last year, but this year, if you don't play well, first of all, you might not even start. But once you get your chance, you better shine, and you better take in what we taught you, what you're supposed to learn over the summer, and what you're supposed to develop. But you better take all that stuff and show us that there's a trajectory with you versus this is our ceiling. I'm talking about guys like Trier, even Frank Ntilikina. Frank Ntilikina has to come in. As much as I like Frank Ntilikina's talent, per se, he has to come in and be ultra aggressive. There's no more excuses, outside of injury stuff. There's no more excuses for him. Play your A off on defense. And do what Fizdale wants. You got to hit those 2-3 shots in the corner or from above the line. You got to be more aggressive. So, again, this summer league for the rookies is just aggressiveness. Iggy, all these guys, you just want to see aggressiveness. You want to see that they can handle it on the NBA level. And for some of the guys who are coming back, you want to see the growth. You want to see modicum, right? So, efficiency, all that stuff, I don't really care. You want to see that they're trying to do it. Even if Trier has like 3 turnovers, 4 turnovers. I want to see that those turnovers was because he was passing to a guy making a cut to the basket, or he was passing to a guy who ran around a screen. He was doing things to show, hey, look, I've evolved my game. Yes, it's summer league going to be sloppy, but I evolved my game. That's what you want to see from the second-year guys.
Right. No, I agree with you. I definitely agree with you, man.
And Mitch has to shoot. Mitch needs to freaking. Yeah. I don't want to hear about how pretty his shot is from the 3. It looks great from the free throw line. I want to see 3 to 7 air balls a game from Mitch.
I'm gonna tell you, I think he's going to. I was looking at an interview with Mitch Robinson. He was talking about shooting. I think he's going to shoot the ball. I'm gonna tell you what's definitely interesting, and you just alluded to it. How many shooting guards we have. Shooting guards and small forwards. We have a lot of those wing players. Guys are really going to have to fight. They're going to have to fight for what they want. There's a lot of think about it. Shooting guards, you got R.J. Barrett. You got Alonzo Trier. You got Damian Dotson. You got Wayne Ellington. You got Reggie Bullock that can play that shooting guard spot, right? Small forward, you got RJ Barrett can play some small forward. You got Kevin Knox. You got Reggie Bullock. Damian Dotson can play some small forward. Even Frank Ntilikina can go play some small forward. Right?
Yep.
So there's a lot of competition in between those two wing spots, and these guys are gonna have to come play because
and even your four spot,
like you said,
you forgot your four spot. Dutron's not a great shooter, but Portis, he's not really a prototypical five. He can play at the four. He can play as a. You could have a 1-2-3-4-4 if that makes sense. You have two fours, so essentially Portis is not necessarily a center, but Portis could come in and play at the four and be a space four. Or he could be, he could be a space five as well. But there's so many guys that are interchangeable from 3 to 5. So you got a lot of options in terms of what you want on the court. Do you want speed and shooting? Do you want length and defense like this? So yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but
no, it's cool. No, it's right. And guys are still warming up. And listen, there's a lot of this has to be the most anticipated summer league game that we've ever seen in the history of summer league. Has to be the most anticipated. Do you
compare it to last year though, Sim? Because Lonzo Ball, that 2 years ago, was it last year or 2 years ago? Yeah, 2 years ago. That summer league 2 years ago when Lonzo Ball was a rookie, that was.
Yeah, it was, but I don't know. I feel like this is probably the most anticipated. It's over obviously tonight is sold out. You know what I mean?
Sim, you gotta set up something for us to go out there next year, man. Like, come on, Sim.
I agree with you, man. We got to get out there.
Hotel something, Sim. Too many people tell me they're out there. I'm tired of it. Why are you doing this to me? Like, I don't want to hear this crap, man. So we gotta go next year something, man.
I got you. We'll get together. Enough of Big Knicks. We'll be out there. We're going to represent. We're going to go out there and represent, man.
I'm down, man.
We're going to make it happen. Let me get the white chocolate. White chocolate.
Yes.
What's going on, bro?
Hey,
what's up?
What's going on, Sam? All right. So, quick thing. Henry Ellison just left the team. So I don't think he's for personal reasons. So I don't think he's gonna be on the team for the summer league this year. So, and I don't know if he's gonna be on the Knicks at all. So we'll see what happens with his situation.
I don't think that Henry Ellison. I don't think he's gonna. Where does he fit on the Knicks right now? We already have 14 players. There's a 15th up for grab. And by the way, for all of you stat fans, and I am a stat fan. I like stat, and that doesn't mean I want him back on the team, but I do like Stoudemire. The Knicks held a private workout with Amari Stoudemire. The Knicks have one spot left. They're trying to figure out how to fill it, and they held a private workout with Stat. Wow. What's that mean? I don't know, but anyway.
Third time's the charm, huh?
Go ahead,
Third
White
time's
Chocolate.
the charm.
Right.
Right. I don't know, man. I thought Lance Thomas was going to get the 15th spot, but if not Lance, I'm open to Stat. I'm open to Vince Carter. I'm open to Luol Deng, like a veteran guy on the 15th, play on the 15th man, not going to get a lot of time, but can really be a solid pro. And, in the time that he does get shows how well he's aged in the game. Mm-hmm. But for that, let's bring it back to the summer league. So for Knox, I've been stressing this out. I want to see him go to his left. I want to see him develop his left. Same thing with RJ. I want to see RJ go to his right. And for Mitch, I want to see a smooth jump shot. See, I've been saying since we drafted this kid that he has a three-pointer and he hasn't brought it out yet. And people were saying, no, he should stay in the paint. The guy can shoot the ball. He can shoot the rock. I just want to see it be fluid and be smooth. Alonzo, I want to see more Zoe, less ISO. I want to see him do other things, other aspects of the game, and not settle for isolation. Because then that would, if he continues to do that, then that would show me that he has a cap on his basketball IQ, and the best he's ever going to be would be a sixth man or a spark plug off the bench like a J.R. Smith or a Lou Williams type of player, which is not bad, but I think he has so much more to his game that he can offer us. For Kadeem Allen, I want to see him dictate the tempo. So he's the oldest he's the oldest player on the team right now. He's 26, about to go on 27. He's played that, half a year with us. I want to see him show that veteran leadership on the floor, even though last year he was like his second year in the league or something. I still want to see him show that veteran leadership. Kenny Wooten, I want to see him pick and roll. I know he can block shots.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. I just wanted to get in on the game a little bit. Kevin Knox just knocked down a three at 6'3", New York.
Okay.
All right, just wanted to get in on that a little bit, and we see Zion just pulled a three, missed it. And listen, I don't know most of these guys' names. Whoa, whoever number 19 is just had a nice putback dunk over top of somebody. Zoe comes up, pulls up, knocks down a three. 9-5, New York. And I'm telling you, Zoe has a good shot, man. He has a good shot. He just needs to always do it fluidly, right? Not too many dribbles, not pounding the ball too much.
He needs to pick his spots. He needs to pick his moments.
Yeah,
I think.
Not too many dribbles, not pounding the ball too much. They're showing the replay of Zion pulling that three. Good contest by Kevin Knox.
Okay. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Amir Hinton, I want him playing up to the competition. And Iggy, I want him controlling his energy. I want him to use his IQ, make smart plays. And you know what? You guys were talking about Fizdale. I think Fizdale is officially on the clock because I get it. Last year was laid down for Zion. But this year, if we don't win 30 games minimum with the team that we have and the defensive potential that we have, I view it as a failure. Okay. So we have to win at least 30. We should at least double our win total this year and take that step going into the, take that next step, making it into the playoffs the following year, which I think will be really
I don't mean
ready.
to cut you off. I don't mean to cut you off, my man. But we just seen a nice alley-oop to Mitchell Robinson. And listen, you see the Knicks actually running some – they're running Guillermo, they're running some sets. They're running some some nice things. They're getting the ball up quick in transition. See Kevin Knox knock down the three, getting the ball up quick in transition. They're moving without the ball, and you see Kadeem Allen is already having an impact defensively. And the guys, they're getting after it. I will say that they're getting after it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And on the floor for the Knicks right now is Kadeem Allen. Alonzo Trier starting at the 2. R.J. Barrett starting at the 3. Kevin Knox at the 4, and Mitchell Robinson at the 5 spot. The Knicks up 14-7. With 6 minutes and 56 seconds left in the first quarter.
Good. Yes. All right. Well.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna let you go around the chat.
I'm gonna go around the chat. But you gotta I'm liking what I see with the Knicks so far. Right? Decent ball movement, not a lot of dribbles. The ball's getting around. They're playing hard. Now, obviously, it's the first game. It is first game of the Summer League, right? So you're talking first game of Summer League. Guys are going to play hard. The thing is, can you keep it going? Can you keep it there? Can you make it happen? And for those who see Mitch Robinson just pick up the foul, no worries, ladies and gentlemen. You get like 10 fouls in Summer League. Although you don't want these guys to start fouling as a habit, you get 10 fouls in Summer League. Right? And I like the Summer League uniforms, too. I like to get me a set. But gotta like what you're seeing from these guys out here so far. Right? And listen, Alonzo Trier, you see him get inside, and he's got that mid-range jump shot. The guy shoots efficiently from the floor. You know what I mean? Step back on one leg. Patrick Ewing would have been hot about that shot, probably, if you ever looked at the little commercial, the little video with Patrick Ewing. He might have been hot about that shot, but, because he stepped back on one leg. But it's a nice shot from Alonzo Trier. Knicks up 17-9, 6:44 left in the first. Let me get around. Let me see. I want to talk to you guys. I want to know what you guys think so far. Mark, what do you think so far? What do you think so far, Mark?
They're running. They're not thinking. They just, every time they get the ball, look at Knox again. He is just aggressive, and this is what I like.
This is exactly what we've been looking for.
You shoot it.
That's what he does. It's exactly what we've been wanting from Kevin Knox. To be aggressive. Don't be afraid. Be assertive. You know what I'm saying? Shoot the basketball. That's what we want from Kevin Knox.
I love that kid.
Yeah, I like Trey too, man. Trey, he's a worker. He
just know who he is, and that's all you got to respect from a player. Is just he know who he is and what he's capable of, and he's getting to his spots, which is the mid-range. That's his game. Get right into that mid-range. That's your game, man. But like they running some sets. They ran a couple of sets. Like I told y'all, Fizz got sets. He just don't have the play. Now you got the players where he's gonna be able to run sets. But now you're gonna start seeing his sets plays because he has sets. I think he could coach, and I think he has sets.
Yeah. Now Kevin Knox has what right now? What's he at?
9 points.
He's got 9 points right now. Now
3 for 3.
He's 3 for 3 from the 3-point line. You know, we haven't had a chance to see him go to the basket or anything like that, and that's cool. No worries, no problems with that at all, right? Because this is the one thing about this team here. You got some guys that can get to the basket, and they can kick it out to him. And he's a shooter. He can shoot. And he should get some open shots. And not only this, when you look at this team, there is no Tim Hardaway. That means a lot. That means a lot, Mark. There's no Tim Hardaway to just clog up and want to be the guy.
Yeah, Mr. Chuck.
Yeah. I think that means a lot. You know what I mean? That means a lot. Let me get around. I want to see what Andy's thinking about. Then I'm going to come to Sandy. Then I'm going to come to Guillermo. Andy, what do you think so far, my man?
Yeah, it looks good. It looks like a summer league game. The guys are getting the ball there. It's a split second for taking the shots, so they're not holding back. They're not hesitating. So the ball movement looks fluid. I like it. I like what I see. But I was trying to get on you with before the game because overly the summer league the games look a little bit nervous. If you watch the basketball for a longer time, you're going to notice that the guys are nervous that are playing because most of them are playing for the contracts, NBA. And the other thing is, even if they're they got the contract like RJ or stuff like that, the rest of the guys are playing for their NBA careers, the basketball careers. I know for a fact that many of those European scouts are out there. So just pick up players for the season here in Europe even. So every guy that's a little bit hesitant, you can see the nervousness in their game. So, and of course there's no chemistry because the guys are like 2-3 practices in. So I understand why sometimes the game looks really, really bad, and that's why you see also some selfishness, in some of these guys' games.
Yeah, and that's to be, of course. You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot that's. And he's, Zion tried to give guy one of his monster blocks, but there's not a lot that they can do right now, right?
Yeah,
because
exactly.
It's just not a lot that they can do right now. So there's.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie to him. If we knew that Mitch, Knox, and Ice was always going to play the whole summer league, I would expect them to be the contenders for winning it all. Because I don't see a team have so much, young talent around. Beat us.
Yeah, listen, I could see us. I mean, I think that we probably are going to win it all. I mean, maybe you're going to win it all. We got a lot of
after 2-3 games. Knox is not going to play stuff like that. So I think we're going to put in those guys from the end of the bench on the summer league just to give them a chance. So I think that, we might slip a game or two, and that's going to ruin our chances.
Well, yeah, I could see that happening, and that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because, that's what guys are there. They want to give them a chance to try to prove themselves in the NBA. You know what I mean? But I like what I'm seeing from the Knicks so far. They're playing hard. fighting. You know what I'm saying? They're up 25-15. You know what I'm saying? And listen, you're looking at this game, watching this game right now, these guys are battling. Both teams. You got to give it up for both teams. These guys are battling and playing ball. You know what I mean? Because they're playing for their lives. For some of these guys, like you said, they're playing for their basketball careers.
Like I said, for a fact that many of, and imagine how many teams you got in Europe here, even in the Polish league, they got scouts for those, cracked 10, 15 spot teams. They're always looking for 1-2 American players, to take the game over here. And most of those guys are going to sign they could get more money, working at McDonald's in the United States. But they want to, show up on the season, get a contract from a better European league, better European team, and then maybe,
Yeah. And you see the way that, and listen, RJ Barrett's gonna have to get his free throw game together, but you see how Zion took that ball from Kevin Knox that way. That's the one thing, man, that people just rave about Zion is he's just relentless. He's just relentless. You know what I'm saying? And that is the reason why he is that number one pick. He's just a relentless guy. Relentless on the defensive end. He plays, and for you to have, when you have a star player that's relentless that way, I mean, whew. The rest of your guys are going to play that way. You have a star player that's relentless, the rest of your guys are going to play the same exact way. You know what I'm saying? And you can see how strong he is. Mitch is going to continue to have a hard time. If he's guarding Zion, he's going to continue to have a hard time guarding Zion Williamson. You know what I'm saying? Because Mitch just doesn't have the upper body strength that Zion does. Now, when you get into when Zion gets into the NBA, some of those guys are going to have, not some of them, a lot of them are going to have strength. Can he back those and push those guys down the way he did with Mitch Robinson? We don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Right. But, that guy's monstrous. And give me 1 second, guys. As I got phone alarm going off, I'm going to just go ahead and let it ring. Maybe you hear it in the background. Maybe you don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get around here to Guillermo. I want to see what Guillermo is talking about. All right. Guillermo, what have you seen so far? What do you see so far, man?
I see Mitchell Robinson fall into bad habits, back into bad habits with the footwork. He's getting kind of sucked into the Zion hype. I love what I saw from Knox with the threes, but he kind of did that last year as well, too. Like, if you look at his stats, he's actually pretty proficient when a hand is in his face from the three. I'll read up the stats a little bit. If you look at the defenders so close, he was shooting like above 40% from three. He always had that dag with him. You just like to the aggressiveness. I like that. This kid Iggy just got the foul. I like that. I like RJ hitting that three. The drive was a little he should have passed it out to the wing, but they went for a foul. I like that. But yes, overall so far, I just like the hunger, man. Like this, they seem to, and I don't know. I think that's the coach that they have there. That's the guy from the G League, right? Is that the coach from the G League? The guy that was their G League coach at Westchester?
Is he the coach right now? I'm not sure if he's the coach. They brought
the coach who was the coach of the G League into their coaching staff now. So I don't know if that's him. And if so, I don't know. I just feel like he kind of has these guys. At least initially, he had to play better defensively, but still, I saw play with Trier. Defensively, he just has to be a little bit more aware. I'm not trying to get on these guys too much, but so far, man, I like what the young kids are showing, man. It's legit. I just want Mitch to stay on your feet. Like, I don't know if we need a DeAndre Jordan again and come and teach him that again, but just stay on your feet. Don't feed into the hype. Zion is a very linear player. He's not a twitchy guy. So just stay on your feet. You don't need to feed into his straight drives. Just wait until he gets off his feet, and then you can block him because you're taller than him.
Yeah,
and you have that leap.
The thing is this. I think the thing is this, is that one, it's the first summer league game, so you got some energy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And take a look, ladies and gentlemen. RJ Barrett is wearing Pumas. He may sign with Puma. He's wearing Pumas. RJ Barrett's wearing Pumas. Now, just right now, the New York Knicks are up 29-16 over the New Orleans Pelicans. But RJ Barrett is wearing Pumas. Now, he's been in conversation with Nike. He's been in conversation with Adidas. And, of course, he's been in conversation with Puma. I would like to see him sign with Puma. I'm a big Puma fan, as people know. And I'm a Puma affiliate. I would love to see RJ Barrett sign with Puma. But listen. It's not just because I'm a Puma affiliate. The reason why I am a Puma affiliate is because I like the brand. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like Adidas too.
You like the brand, seriously, Sim? The only people that I knew that liked Pumas were like the Asian international kids in my college.
Dude, I like
those Ferrari red Pumas, man. Like,
how old are you, Gromo?
I'm 31.
Okay, we got a difference in age. A big difference in age. Because with me, I'm 43 years old, right?
Uh-huh.
So when I was coming up, Puma was the thing. I got Pumas on right now. I got black suede Pumas on right now as we speak. Puma.
Didn't you grow up with like British Knights and like that time, right? Like British Knights.
No. Well, I'm talking about in the 80s, like when I was 10 years old, 12 years old, 86, 87. Puma was hot. You know what I'm saying? And everybody wanted a pair of suede Pumas. You know what I'm saying? So Puma, Shell-toe Adidas, they was hot. So I always been a Puma and Adidas fan.
Yep.
Always been a Puma and Adidas fan. You know what I'm saying? And so back then I didn't have the money to go get a bunch of Pumas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't had the money to get Pumas. Now I got the money, so I got a wall full of Pumas and Adidas.
I feel you, but all right. So who isn't Knox on Puma as well too?
Knox is on Puma too, yeah.
So I mean, look, if RJ, the point is lit. So would it be cool to see him in these? I mean, I want to see a shoe that somehow decreases outside of wearing Converses. I want to see a shoe that decreases the probability of you getting like an ACL injury, like some real shock absorption to take away all that energy going into your knee and all that power. I want to see somebody come out with a cool shoe like that, man. If they did that, I think that would sell better because all these shoes right now, they're all really the same in terms of the effectiveness on the court.
I see my man Space Ghost in the chat said pony. I like pony too. I got ponies too. See, listen, I like different type of stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? I like ponies. I got ponies. I got a couple pair of ponies, and I still rock them joints. Ponies is tough.
Ponies. We also like wearing Sauconys too or whatever, or New. I think New Balances are underrated. There's some New Balances that are cool looking, but people probably think I was a nerd. But there's some cool New Balances that are pretty legit, but in terms of sneakers, hey guys, don't ever wear D Roses, man. I got injured. This calf injury I got. This is my third injury wearing my second pair of Roses. Don't wear D Roses, man.
Yeah, I've worn. Yeah. I've had D Rose.
Don't wear them, man. I'm done with D Roses, man. The worst sneakers I wore though were Kyrie's. The best sneakers I wore, but they broke easily, were Kobe's. Kobe's are the best basketball sneakers, man.
Yeah. I want to give a quick rundown of what the Knicks box scores are looking like right now. The Knicks are up 32-21 over the New Orleans Pelicans. Mitchell Robinson has 2 points, 2 rebounds. RJ Barrett has 6 points, 2 rebounds. He's 2 for 5 from the field. Kevin Knox has 10 points. He has 4 rebounds. He's 3 for 4 from the 3-point line. Kadeem Allen has 4 points. He also has 1 assist. Alonzo Trier has 7 points and 2 assists. He's 2 for 3 from the field. You got Wooten has 2 points, 2 rebounds. And Iggy, he has 1 point and 1 steal. So that's where we are right now, 32-21. Huh?
Did you just see that play with Knox? The guy who shot the 3 in the corner and missed? That's the stuff I'm talking about, where you see Knox, they're kind of, I don't know if they're trying to play a little zone, but Knox got stuck, and that was his guy. He should have known that once that guy drove and there was another guy to help with the help defense, he should have known to get back to his guy, at least be close to his guy. In the NBA guy can hit that 3 in the corner, and that's the type of play. I'm not trying to get him too much on the summer league, but those are the type of plays you want to see him give a little bit better awareness because he was not at all on that play. So should have went back to his guy, but little things like that,
Yeah, I mean, and those little things you learn. You know what I'm saying? You learn, and you gotta, you gotta get it to. You'll get it together. You know what I'm saying? You learn those little things that you're going through. Lonzo Trier, bring the ball up the floor. And excuse me if you guys are a little ahead of me, but Trier, see, this is the dribble that I'm talking about. I mean, I guess it wasn't too bad. He did, penetrate. He did kick it to Iggy. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like too many dribbles just stalls your offense. You want the basketball moving. If you don't get in the lane within 3 dribbles, man, get the ball out your hands. You can always go get it back. You know what I'm saying? But too many dribbles will stall your offense quick. And that's the one thing that we really need to see from Zoe. And, I like Iggy didn't convert that move, but I like the move. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because when he was dribbling at first, he had that little through pass he could have made when they showed him the quick double team. Whoever that guy was that off the double team. I don't know who it was. Maybe I can rewind it, but yeah, stuff like that. It's like he has to. I mean, if he's shown a little bit of an inclination to try to get out of that ISO zone, right? He was passing up a little bit more, just to see it be like kind of like his first instinct to where it's like get it to the open man. But if it's down to 7 seconds left on the clock and you got 1-on-1 and he's playing straight up, then I don't mind you going for the shot. But stuff like that early in the countdown, move the ball around. When the Knicks first started, when they moved that ball around, they looked excellent. Now it's kind of slowed down.
And you know what happens is, you have a few things that you work on and you start off, okay, we're going to run this right off top, and you start running it. But then, you don't have the discipline yet to continue to do it. And you got to build up to that discipline. You know what I'm saying? You got to build up to it. Let me ask you this. How many dunks so far has Zion Williamson had in his game?
How many dunks so far has he had in his game?
Yeah, so far.
I think he had 2. He had 2. He had the Knox still dunk. He had the dunk. Oh, well, this is his 3rd now.
I think he's got 3 dunks in his game already.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know what it is, man. It's like the Knox thing is one thing. Knox, you got to get some muscles. But that's not, that's on Knox. That's not on the team, I guess. Yeah. But the Zion stuff again, the pick and roll and the off ball pass. Like, look at this. Look at that. Trier, and then Trier gets stuck. Why would if the guy is switching? Why would Trier then go with the guy who's already switched onto his guy and leave Zion?
Well,
I mean, that's one thing. But why would you leave Zion in that instance?
The only thing is it comes down to defensive communication, and the guys got to build that. I'm going to come back to you for a second, Guillermo. Let me, right now, ladies and gentlemen, the score is 32-23. The New York Knicks, 9 points over the New Orleans Pelicans, are leading the New Orleans Pelicans by 9 points. All right, we break down the box score real quick. It's the end of the first quarter. Currently, Mitchell Robinson, he's played 6 minutes. He has 2 points, 2 blocks, 2 rebounds. R.J. Barrett, he has 6 points, 2 rebounds. He's 2 for 5 from the field. He also has 1 turnover, a couple of missed free throws as well. Kevin Knox, he's got 10 points, 4 rebounds. He's been lighting it up from 3. He's 3 for 4 from the three-point line, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Kadeem Allen, he's been playing well, playing gritty defense. I like it. He's got 4 points, 1 steal, 1 assist. He's 2 for 4 from the field. Alonzo Trier, he's got 7 points, 2 assists. He's got 3 rebounds. He's 2 for 4 from the field, 1 for 2 from the free throw, 1 for 2 from 3, and 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Iggy Brasdiskas, he's got 1 point, 1 rebound. And Wooten, he has 2 points and 2 rebounds. Overall, ladies and gentlemen, and White has nothing right now. He's only played 1 minute. Overall, ladies and gentlemen, the Knicks are playing good basketball. I mean, listen, for them to score 32 points and there's only 10 minutes in the quarter, that's good basketball. That means they're playing up-tempo. They're moving the basketball. You know what I'm saying? Now you're starting to see some subs come in the game and stuff like that. Maybe the game's going to change up. You don't have the same talent level on the floor, right? But the Knicks are playing some decent basketball, I think, and it's enjoyable to watch. these guys play hard. We're going to see some stuff that doesn't look good as, you start digging deeper into the bench because you got, it's going to be guys that maybe aren't as talented, trying to make the team, trying to find a spot somewhere in the league and that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But the Knicks I like what I've seen so far. 32 points in that first quarter. That's, I think that's pretty decent. That's pretty decent, 32 points in that first quarter. We've also seen, and look, we're seeing a lot. I mean, I don't know if right now Alonzo Trier is leading the team with minutes. Alonzo Trier has, he's been on the floor for 9 minutes so far. Looking at this team here, he can play a lot of positions. He can play the 1, he can play the 2, and obviously he can score. He's one of your top scorers, so he's going to be on the floor for a little while. And and we just seen, though, as the Knicks run in transition, look, the Knicks have guys that know how to run the lanes. These guys know how to run the lanes. That's something that I didn't see last year. Last year, when the Knicks would be on the floor, man, these guys would be, sometimes it felt like they were just all over the place. They didn't understand how to run the lanes. When they had a fast break, they'd be jumbled up together and all kinds of stuff. And it was frustrating for me because I like to see good fast breaks being ran. I mean, it's easy points. And the Knicks got to do something about these free throws. You know what I mean? It's easy points, though. This year, it looks like we got some guys that understand how to run the lanes. And, that's big. That's big if you want to be a nice fast break type of a team. And we have the ability to do that. You know what I mean? We have and our boy Mitch is down. Hopefully it's not anything serious. Hopefully he just lost his wind. And he looks good. Mitch Robinson wearing number 23. And I'm sure you read the story, just kind of about number 23 and how he's, it's an ode to a lost friend. You know what I mean? So big shout out to Mitch Robinson. Of course, big shout out to Mitch Robinson for being selected or named to the select team for the USA basketball. Big shout out to Mitchell Robinson for that. But the one thing that we are seeing and that what I really wanted Mitch Robinson to be able to show is that he's growing, he's getting stronger, he's getting bigger. He's getting stronger. Right now, you haven't seen him much. But you know what? Listen, it's the end of the season just happened a couple of months ago. You know what I mean? I hope that they really do have this kid on a weight training program, though. Because he's going to need it. He's going to need it if he's going to be effective in the NBA. But listen, man, the kid is a baller. The kid is definitely a baller. The Knicks are up, ladies and gentlemen, 40-26. Very good showing by the New York Knicks so far in Summer League. And, I want to get some wins and develop that culture, start developing that winning type of a culture, man. I want to get to a couple of super chats, though. Teddy Brabham, thank you for the super chat. You said, do you think the Knicks made the right move with KP? I definitely do. I think they made the right move with KP. And maybe we'll talk about that a little bit more at halftime. Jeff George, thank you for the super chat. You said, new sub, a Knicks fan since 1983. Thanks, moderators. My new favorite channel, Robinson, Trier, Knox, they look good. Thank you for subbing us up, and I'm glad that this is your new favorite channel. Hopefully we can, hopefully I can keep you coming back and keep you happy. I appreciate you, my man. The Knicks up 42-29, ladies and gentlemen. And, we're looking good out here. Listen, 42 points. Remember, there's only 10 minutes each quarter. All right? So the Knicks are scoring points, and it's only 10 minutes per quarter. Knicks up 45-29. I like to see that. You like to see that. Hopefully listen, our goal this season is to be able to play good defense and also be able to score the basketball. That's our goal. Play good defense, hard-nosed defense, right? Attack them on defense. Play good basketball on the offensive side. Pace and patience. That's what I'm looking for. And I'm seeing that so far. That's what I'm seeing so far. The Knicks up by 18 points, ladies and gentlemen. 47-29. How many times have we been able to say that? Mitchell Robinson is just, listen, Alonzo Trey and Mitchell Robinson, that duo between Alonzo Trey and Mitchell Robinson, what they do to get, that's going to be electric. It's going to be electric. Mitchell Robinson on the break again. We see some clips. We see some clips on the Knicks Twitter of Zoe and Mitchell Robinson. They're building something together, man. Those two guys, watch out, because they got a little bit of chemistry going on. They got some chemistry going on. Alonzo Trey and Mitchell Robinson, good chemistry so far. The Knicks lead by 20, 49-29. 49-29. Let's talk to some guys in the appearing. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to, give me a call. Give me a call, 516-405-2246. And I want to know what you think so far, right now, about what's going on with the New York Knicks. And like I said, if some of my calls are late, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize, But I like what I'm seeing from the New York Knicks. I know you like what you're seeing from the New York Knicks. Again, give me a call, 516-405-2246. Let's jump over here to the video chat, see what guys are talking about in here. All right, White Chocolate wants to say something. Let me get the White Chocolate real quick.
Really well
White Chocolate,
right
what's going on, White Chocolate? White Chocolate, what's up, man? What's up, man?
Yeah, I'm saying we're playing really well right now. One thing I noticed about Mitch, he plays up to the level of competition. So it's like when he plays against someone who is better than him or someone who is, out muscling him, he raises his own level of competition to match them. So, he's a dog. I like that he doesn't quit. Yeah, I'm seeing some really good things right now. I'm a little bit behind from you guys, maybe about a possession or two. Yeah, about a possession behind. Yeah. But the team is playing really well. Iggy's missing a lot of threes. I noticed that. And RJ's missing his free throws. He needs to hit those free throws.
Yeah, and you know what? That was something that he's got to finish. He's got to start hitting those free throws and finishing those free throws, man. Yeah. That's something that I talked about when I just did a little rundown on RJ. They just got to knock down his free throws. Yeah, he's got to do that. Right now, for the Pelicans, Zion Williamson has 11 points. He's the only player in double digits for the Pelicans right now.
Yeah.
Zion Williamson has 11 points, 3 rebounds. He's 4 for 9 from the field. He's only played 9. Well, he's not only played. He's played 9 minutes so far.
Yeah. I think Zion's a little bit out of shape. The way I see his build, he looked a lot more ripped for Duke, but I think he might have gained a couple of pounds. So maybe they're just trying to monitor his conditioning, make sure he doesn't, aggravate any of his joints or anything like that.
Now, how much, if Zion is out of shape, do you or do you think anybody else takes that as, that he's not being disciplined? Or is it just the fact that, what, he just came off of his, he just came off of the draft and all that stuff, and he just kind of took a moment to debrief?
Yeah, I think for sure. I think after his sneaker blew out, I think he started taking it a lot more easier when he came back. I don't think he's been going full gear. I think after he got drafted first overall, he probably, just sat back and took it all in and, enjoyed the experience. Probably go out in New Orleans, have some of that famous foods and gumbo or whatever,
And see, the only thing I would say about that now, see, Trier with the dribble. That kills me every single time.
Yeah.
You can't have it. The ball has to move. You got to move the basketball. And when you notice on that play when Alonzo Trier was at the top of the key, dribbling the basketball, dribble,
Mm-hmm.
everybody was standing and watching. No ball movement. Right? He shoots it, misses it, long rebound. Nobody's in position to get the long rebound because everybody's standing and watching. He'll work on it. He'll work on it. He'll work on it.
That's why I wanted to see more Zoe. I want to see Zoe, at the top of the key handling the ball, but I don't want him to dribble so much. 3 dribbles. If you don't have something in your mind after the 3rd dribble, pass it. That's what I want to see. Quick, efficient. But if you keep wasting 6, 7 seconds off the clock and then, you find out you can't blow past your man and then you pass it off, it just throws the whole team off a rhythm.
Yeah. So. Now this is what's happening, right? Okay, so now we have some subs in the game. You still got right now Trier's in the game. I think Knox just came back into the game. Barrett's back in the game, right? And you can see how the chemistry, when you're playing with some other guys is trying to make the team, how the chemistry can fall apart.
Yeah.
Right? You can see how the chemistry can fall apart. But you got to hold it defensively. You got to hold it down defensively when that stuff happens.
If you're playing man-to-man or if you're playing a system, you gotta hold your mark. You can't let them, blow by you or.
But it is summer league. Yeah, it is summer league. The Knicks are still up 52-38. Listen, I get excited, ladies and gentlemen, because I like to see good basketball all the time. Although I know it's unrealistic, and kids are gonna make mistakes. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying.
I like the fact that it's clearly obvious that our players are more experienced. Well, like they're playing at a higher level than the Pelicans because I think only about 3 or 4 players on the Pelicans were actually on the roster last year compared to ours, which is about like 6 or 7, I think 6 or 7 players that we have were on the roster. So I like seeing those players show that growth from last year's summer league. So you can clearly see the NBA experience that they have compared to the Pelicans players who are, can't even complete a simple lob as it seems. So, but
right, and a lot of that comes from chemistry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In all of that, you got to have some chemistry playing this basketball game. So some of that comes from chemistry and stuff like that.
Yeah, sure. But I have yet to see Mitch take a jump shot. So he's been operating out of the paint. So
I've yet to see him take a jump shot. He hasn't really touched the ball in a spot where he can take a jump shot either, though.
Yeah. I don't think I don't think they're running any plays. All the points he has been from putbacks or
putbacks or lobs.
Lobs or pick and rolls. So nothing's been running. They haven't ran anything for Mitch yet, which is good because it shows how efficient he can be just within the flow of the game, within the flow of the offense. But I do want to see him, take that jump shot that he was talking about. So we'll see what happens.
And hopefully, as the team gels a little bit and they start to get to know each other. And they know that it's something that he's been working on, you know what I mean? Then they'll begin to try to get him into position so that he can, shoot some jumpers and stuff like that.
Yeah. Do you feel as if Frank was playing right now instead of preparing for the basketball World Cup? If Frank was playing right now, do you think you would see that level of experience from him, or do you think he would still be twitching and be insecure about his play?
That's a good question. I think that if Frank was playing right now, I think it would benefit the team, because he's still very young and these guys are young as well. And he'd be able to, start to build some chemistry with these guys. So I think that would definitely benefit the team if Frank was playing. Do I feel like he would have that kind of confidence at right now? It's hard for me to say. I don't know. I don't know. Because Frank, just like Knox, also, lacks some confidence.
Right.
You know what I mean? Would he play with that kind of confidence and, just knowing that he's been there before? It's hard to say. Very hard to say.
We'll see. I mean, I definitely need to see some things from Frank in this World Cup. Granted, he's going to be playing a higher level of competition as well. So I think it would be perfect for him to show out in the World Cup, Now, really
the one
be a leader on that French team.
The one thing that I'll say about him playing on the French team is they're going to play a style that's more suited to the way Frank plays.
Right.
Yeah. It's just going to be more suited to the way that Frank plays, so you may see something a little bit different from Frank. You may see him play a little bit differently. Maybe you see him play a little bit better, a little bit more confident, a little bit more comfortable, because they're going to be playing the style of basketball that he is used to playing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm going to make a prediction right now. I think Frank is going to average 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. So, and I think that's good, especially when you consider the floor is a lot smaller, the spacing is a lot smaller, because of the 3-point line being about like 3 or 4 feet closer to the paint, I think. So, if he can give me those stats, I will give him a chance this next year. And I won't be completely sold on the fact that he doesn't have a future on the Knicks.
Yeah.
But if he can give me that, if he can show that, if he can show some aggressiveness and be able to not be afraid of throwing his body around, I definitely think he has a spot on this team.
And listen, I'm gonna tell you what though, I'm seeing things like we see Kevin Knox go hard to the basket to make a layup, and then on the other end, Mitch Robinson came down, got a steal, and you see Mitch Robinson throwing his body around, like playing hard, throwing his body around. You gotta love it, man. Yeah, you gotta love it when you're seeing it. Kevin Knox hard to the basket, off of a Mitchell Robinson screen, and then Mitch Robinson comes down and is throwing his body around. You gotta love it. Although the Knicks were up 20, it's now 56-46.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just saw. Yep, I just saw.
But we'll see.
I just saw the layup with Knox and Mitch gets the floor. He's on the ground. But that's exactly what we need to see. That's that 90s gritty basketball that the Knicks, that the Knicks need. If we are gonna make all the analysts and everybody that doubt us wrong, make them eat their words.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like even if we play this hard and the city sees us playing this hard, I still feel like even if KD and Kyrie are in Brooklyn, people are still gonna, it's still gonna be a Knicks city, So
yeah, of course. I mean, I'm not worried about Brooklyn in that aspect. What I'm worried about right now is that we let this team back into the game. We fell asleep and let these guys back into the game. That's what I'm worried about right now. The Knicks with a 7-point lead with 3 minutes left in the second quarter, 56-49. We let these guys back in the game.
Yeah. Can we get a stat check on RJ real quick? Because I feel like he's been taking a lot of inefficient shots.
So RJ Barrett right now, RJ Barrett he's 3 for 9 from the field. He's got 8 points. He's 3 for 9 from the field. He's 1 for 4 from the free throw line.
That's not good. Do you think the occasion is getting to him? I mean, he played for Duke. He should be comfortable with this type of pressure. But
I don't think so. I think he's just got to. It happens. Like I don't think the occasion is getting to him. Listen,
I see him stiff.
I think he's all right.
Yeah. He needs to loosen up a bit.
Yeah, I think he's all right. The one thing about RJ Barrett is this: we're not going to see like blazing speed all over the place. You know what I'm saying? That's not what he is. He's crafty. He's he's got a little bit of power, a little bit of craftiness. That's what RJ Barrett is. You know what I mean? I'm gonna come over to the video chat in just a second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor. Subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell so you can be notified anytime that I go live. Every single one of these Knicks games, I'm going to be live. All right? For every one of these games, I'm going to be live. When the regular season comes, not so much. It'll be before and after the game. Right now, I'll be live every game for the Summer League. So we got 3 more games left. Right now, the New York Knicks are up 56-49. It is halftime. The Knicks had a 20-point lead. They had a 20-point lead. They let the New Orleans Pelicans outscore them by 13. The Knicks are now up 56-49 at half. I'm going to run down the box score for you. At the moment, I'm bring this box score over here. Excuse me for a second. Here we go. Taking a look at the box score. You see Kadeem Allen, he's leading the charge right now as our point guard. And I don't know why they have him at small forward here on NBA.com, but they're kind of tripping out a little bit on NBA.com. But Kadeem Allen has 4 points, 1 assist, 1 steal. Kevin Knox, he has 12 points. He's been hot. Kevin Knox has 4 for 7 from the field. He's shooting 57.1% from the field. He's 3 for 5 from the 3-point line, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. He also has 4 rebounds. Knox has been playing well. Mitchell Robinson, he's got 6 points. He's got 7 rebounds, 1 steal, 3 blocks. R.J. Barrett, we were just talking about R.J. Barrett. R.J. Barrett has 8 points. He's 3 for 9 from the field, 3 rebounds, 1 turnover. He's only shooting 33.3% from the field. Let's give him some time. Let's not get too crazy about anything just yet. Alonzo Trier has 14 points. He's 5 for 9 from the floor, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. He's got 4 rebounds, 4 assists. All right, he's 2 for 3 from the 3-point line. Ignaz Razdekas, he's got 3 points, 2 rebounds. Kenny Wooten, he's got 2 points. You got Lamar Peters, he's got 5 points and 3 assists. Tyler Cavanaugh, he's got 2 points and 3 rebounds. What I want to see coming into the second half, I want to see the Knicks go ahead and try to win this game. I know they want to get guys playing and stuff like that and get guys some minutes. I feel it's important that the Knicks, at least start off with a win. Let's start off with something positive. Let's start off with something big. You know what I'm saying? I want to see these guys go ahead and win. See what happens. We're up 7 points at the half. Give me a call, ladies and gentlemen, 516-405-2246. I want to know what you think about R.J. Barrett so far. What have you seen? What do you like? What do you not like? For me, it's too early to tell anything. It's just one game. I don't think you can tell too much in one game. All right, so call in, 516-405-2246. I want to know what you feel about the game so far. What have you seen from R.J. Barrett? What have you seen from the second-year guys? And if you're wondering about Zion Williamson, before I even get to the rest of the guys here, Zion Williamson, he has 11 points. He's 4 for 9 from the field, shooting 44.4%. He's got 3 rebounds. A lot of people are saying he's out of shape. He's playing center for these guys tonight. A lot of people saying that Zion is out of shape. We'll see. We'll see what that's all about. And I'm looking in the chat, man. I see Diddy Solomon said RJ Bus Barrett. Come on, man. You guys, you got to be trolling, bro. Right? Off of the first half of his first professional debut, you're going to say the guy's a bust? Man, get out of here. You trolling. Can the guy play some games? Can he get a couple games under his belt? Let me see what you do if you go out there your first game as a professional, or the first time you had a job. I guarantee you that you were nervous the first time you went to work and had to punch the clock. Guarantee you were nervous. Can't call him a bust off of one half. Let's see what happens. Come on now. Can we let the guy play some basketball games? It's crazy. Give me a call, ladies and gentlemen, 516-405-2246. Caller, you're on live with Nothing But Knicks. What's popping?
Hey man, what's going on, buddy? Fucking Knicks fans here from Vancouver. What's going on, buddy?
What's going on with you, man? How you feeling? Just keep the language clean, please, if you can.
Yeah, sorry.
No problem,
man.
no problem.
Yeah. So I'm just here checking out the box score, which I want to know what you're thinking first on our young guys here.
What am I thinking first on our young guys?
Yeah.
Well, it's hard to tell anything right now, right? Because
100%.
They're playing basically playing pickup ball. They've had a couple of days to try to put some things in, and so that they can, have some kind of structure on the floor. But it's not too much that's going to be out there. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's hard to tell anything right now.
100%, man.
It's hard to tell anything right now. I'll tell you what I do like what I see. I like that I see Mitchell Robinson busting his ass all over the floor.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
I love that. He's busting his ass all over the floor. You know what I mean? And you gotta love that. Because that right there says to me that this guy, he's going to be one of the leaders of the team in the future. And if he's going to bust his butt that way, everybody else is going to bust their butt that way too. You know what I'm saying?
100%. Yeah. One thing I like too is I just like how aggressive Alonzo Trier and Kevin Knox have been. You got to keep that. Show that they've actually been working hard. Show that their offense is coming in. Comfortable in the system. I know it's summer league, one game going on right now, but I really like that they're being aggressive on the offensive side of the ball. And the 3 blocks from Mitchell Robinson, man. He's obviously going to keep doing his thing with the defense. I love that.
Yeah, I really love the fact that Kevin Knox is playing aggressive the way that he's playing aggressive.
Exactly.
You know
What's the field goal percentage? Yeah, he's shooting better than 50% right now, isn't he?
He's shooting over 50% right now. So you gotta love that Kevin Knox. He's got 12 points and 4 rebounds. So you gotta love that he's being aggressive. He's not afraid to shoot the basketball.
I think the one thing that's biggest for Kevin Knox is just the consistency. The consistency of his shooting form and everything. And I just love that he's been putting in work. And obviously it's shown that he's shooting a good shooting night tonight. So
yeah, and hopefully this is going to translate to the regular season. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
That's what we hope. But this is where you start. This is definitely where you start.
I just want to know too. What are your thoughts on not having Frank play during the summer league?
I really would have liked to have had Frank play during the summer league and start to play with his guys. But it also is important that Frank gets his confidence up. And if playing in France is a way for him to get his confidence up, then I'm all for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%, man. I'm looking forward to seeing the FIBA. I'm a strong believer, because not a lot of people know about the little things about basketball nowadays. They're all looking for the highlights. They're all looking for the alley-oop dunks and stuff. Not enough people actually realize. Frank sets solid screens. He runs by his screen man properly. He drops his shoulder. He does the little things. He just needs to pick up his offensive game. And I just think that Knicks fans just need to be more patient. We're not getting all the big signings. We're not getting all these highlights, because all the young cats, they're still growing, they're still developing. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping that Frank has a good show up in the FIBA World Cup there. I'm gonna be paying attention to that.
I did too. And like I was saying earlier, the Knicks up 59-51 on a Alonzo Trier 3. We just seen R.J. Barrett miss a 3, and the Pelicans tied the game at 59-51. But I think with Frank being – what I'm hoping is this, with Frank playing in France, is that he's going to be able to go play in a system that he's comfortable with. They're going to play the style of game that he's more comfortable playing, I believe. Mm-hmm. And hopefully it helps him to regain some confidence. That's what my hope is.
Yeah, because if you watch him, you watch some of his highlights, and when he has a good solid night, you can see – just the way, no hesitation, just the way that he puts the ball up on the floor, dribbles the ball, and then it seems like whenever he makes a mistake, whatever, there goes his confidence right out the door,
Right.
Yeah, so I think that's the biggest thing for 100% for Frank is just his confidence and just knowing his abilities, knowing what he can do on the floor,
Yeah, Yep, I think so.
Yeah.
The Knicks
Yeah,
up
man.
61-53, my man. I'm sorry, 61-56. I thank you for the call. I appreciate it, and hopefully
man,
you
much
stay
love,
on
buddy. Much
as
love.
we talk Knicks.
Yeah, man. Let's go Knicks, buddy.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 61-56. R.J. Barrett now has 10 points. He now has 10 points, although he is not the leading scorer for the Knicks. The leading scorer for the New York Knicks at the moment is Alonzo Trier with 17 points. That's no surprise to anyone. No surprise to anyone that Alonzo Trier is the leading scorer for the New York Knicks. And by the way, Zion Williamson is also wearing PUMA sneakers as he's deciding which shoe he wants to wear. And I'm assuming that R.J. Barrett is also deciding which shoe he wants to wear. So we may see Zion wear Nikes or wear Adidas in the next game as he's deciding what sneaker he'd like to sign with. I'm hoping that he signs with PUMA. I'm not going to lie. Just being real with you. The Knicks up 61-58. The Knicks were once up by 20 points, ladies and gentlemen, and they've let the New Orleans Pelicans back into the game. I mean, they've played hard. And, yeah, okay, I was about to say they better get my man to the free throw line on that one. They better get my man to the free throw line on that one. They've played hard. They started playing some inefficient basketball on the offensive side. You know what I mean? And Zion Williamson looks like maybe there's Zion. I don't know. I'm not listening to the game because I got headphones on, but looks like Zion Williamson is out. Looked like they were working on something. We'll see what goes on there. That would be tough. And that was a tough dunk. 61-60. The New York Knicks have let the New Orleans Pelicans back into the game. Coast to coast. Bang. Come on, man. We got to do better than that. I don't care what nobody says. I know it's just Summer League, but we got to do better than that. You guys can laugh. You guys can say whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? I'm a basketball coach, man. So, when I see stuff like this going down, I'm like, we got to do better. And we do got to do better. Get you another call. Caller, you're on live with Nothing But Knicks. What's popping? Hello?
Yo, Cole.
Oh, I don't know. My bad, man. You called back because I thought you wasn't hearing me, man. If you guys got to be ready to jump on. If you're not ready to jump on, man, I'm going to go on to the next caller. Call back, my man. 516-405-2246. 516-405-2246. The Knicks let the New Orleans Pelicans back into the game. At the moment, Alonzo Trier, 17 points, 4 assists. Kadeem Allen, 4 points, 2 assists. Alonzo Trier also has 4 rebounds. Kevin Knox, 12 points, 5 rebounds. R.J. Barrett's got 10 points, 4 rebounds. Mitchell Robinson, 6 points, 8 rebounds. What do you guys think, man? I'm going to come back to the group chat. Let's see what you guys thinking right now. We let these guys back into the game. We had a 20-point lead, and we let them back into the game. 20-point lead. We let these guys back into the game. I don't like that. I know it's Summer League. I know. I get it. Sandy, I'm coming to you, Sandy. I want to know what you think about this right now. What's going on, Sandy?
Sim, it's like watching last season. They come out, they play a great, quarter. You think, damn, these kids are playing great today. And before you know it, it's a 30-point swing the other way. I mean, granted, it's Summer League. He's throwing in and out, this coach is putting in some players that won't even ever see a day in the league. But it's looking a little strange. And as far as RJ, I'm happy with what I'm seeing, but it's like he's like deja vu too. It's like watching RJ in a big game, like it ends against North Carolina or a couple of the tournament games.
Uh-huh.
That selection is strange, and he misses shots that you're like, that should have dropped. That should have dropped. and his free throw shooting is just not there at all. He definitely does as awesome and clutch as I think he will become. Right now, it's not there completely.
Yeah, and he's definitely got to work on that free throw shooting. We're seeing him now, kind of try to take it upon himself to bring the Knicks back, and it's not working.
And that's a mistake, because what got the lead wasn't him. Right. It was Knox, Trier, the defense of Robinson. It was actually the second-year players that came out of fire and played deep, were hitting their shots.
Right, but now it's 66-61 New Orleans. But see, this is the thing. If he becomes what we hope he can become, and the Knicks start to get down or lose a lead or, are not playing well, what do you think is going to happen? People are going to say, hey, where's RJ? Why is RJ not trying to take the game? Why is RJ, it's supposed to be RJ's time. This is when RJ is supposed to stop the bleeding. That's what he's trying to do right now. He's trying to be that guy. It's not working. It's not being successful, right? But
and to give you a heads up, you were talking about Zion being in shape. I know you're not listening. I know you got the game muted. Before the game even started, the announcers talked about how he's been on, this tour because, he's Zion. And he hasn't been working out, and they expected him to be pretty much not in shape. They had given him a pass about being in shape before the game even started tonight.
And that's got to be tough for a young player like Zion, who, he's coming into the league. He's Zion Williamson, and they got all, it's all this media stuff that he has to do. Traveling, doing all that stuff, and then you expect him to stay. That's got to be tough for him. So, yeah, I mean, I don't blame him for giving him a pass at this point.
And I'll be honest, you got to be careful with a kid like that, because that's how you get injured. That's how the injuries happen, because he comes in and they want him to be the Zion he's been. So if this coach is keeping him on the bench because he started to cramp and whatnot, that's a smart move. Game means nothing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And but also, I mean, right now, I mean, maybe they would have done this with Zion in the game, but they're dominating the game right now. They're up 68-61. They got a 7-point lead. It's been a 34-point turnaround from the New Orleans Pelicans. And the Knicks
game is flipped. I mean, the Knicks were up 20. I was like, damn, they're running away with this.
Yeah.
Coming up in a different game.
Different game. We can't hit shots. We're not getting stops. Sometimes, a couple of times it was one pass, one shot. RJ Barrett can't hit a shot. I mean, RJ Barrett now has missed about 5 or 6 shots in a row. Right, he can't buy a shot. Now, the question is, it's the first game. It's the first game of the summer league. Right? Is it because, is it just nerves? We'll see how he responds. That's what I'm going to say. Let's see how he responds.
It's everything. It's not playing with these kids. They don't have chemistry yet. It's the nerve. It's probably, even though he looks great, he looks like he's in good shape. He looks like a man, looks better shape than some of these guys who've been in the league a few years. It's everything,
Yep. My thing is I want to see how he responds. We still have the rest of this game left. Let's see if he even responds in the fourth quarter. I'm sure he's going to try. If the Knicks can, as long as they can stay close, the Knicks can stay close and make sure that they are in position to try to pull this out in the fourth. Let's see if he responds in the fourth quarter. But you never know what's going to happen. The coach may decide to just let whoever play. I hope that he really tries to win and pull this out. The Knicks, by the way, are now down 71-63. 8-point lead by the New Orleans Pelicans.
I liked what we saw in the beginning of the game. I liked how Zoe came out. I liked how Knox came out. That looked good. That's what they need. Type of chemistry. But it's just same old song. It seems like they just fall.
The only thing I just don't want to. I don't want to say it right now because there's only about 4 5 guys on this squad that's going to be on the team. So, and you know they haven't really played. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see if they find a way to get it in gear or not. It doesn't look like it right now. They're down 74-63. So it's been a large turnaround in this game. But, let's just see what happens. I'm going to come back to you, Sandy. I'm going to come back to you. All right. Mark, I'm coming to you, Mark. I want to know what you're feeling, man. How you feeling, Mark?
This is what I fret with RJ, man. This is what I fretted with RJ, man. But it's just, but hold up. It's the first game, but also, it is. We have to. What do we want now? Because right now he's missed 4 or 5 shots in a row, right? So he's 4 for 17 right now.
Yeah, but he's trying to be the guy that takes over the game.
Nah, he's doing those things that I saw that he did in Duke, man.
But listen what I'm saying.
Where he just barrel himself when he doesn't have it.
But listen what I'm saying though, right? Everybody knows that this is what he is. He did it at Duke. This is what he is. He's got that alpha dog mentality, which can be a good thing and a bad thing. We got to figure out, as a team, do we want somebody with the alpha dog mentality or not? Right? Because when we get a night, when he's hitting those shots, everyone's going to be like, oh, that's what I'm talking about. He's got the alpha dog mentality, da-da-da-da. But right now, tonight, he's not hitting them.
His shots are like brick and bad. Like it's like the bad shooting bricks. It ain't
I'm going to tell you what I see. I think he doesn't have any legs right now. That's what I'm seeing. Right? His shots are, he's letting them go and they're really short. I feel like he doesn't have any legs right now. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't played a basketball game since
No, it's the first game though.
He hasn't played a basketball game since when? When is the last time he played a game? A real game. I mean, and that's all of these guys. That's not just him. That's all of these guys. I'm talking about a real basketball game. He hadn't played a basketball game since March. Right? I mean, other than scrimmaging.
Yeah,
and then, of course, they've probably been just like Zion, going on tours and all this kind of stuff. Listen, I know there's going to be a lot of people's ready to jump the fan and jump the gun already.
Nah, but I'm cool. Like, it's just the first game, but we was just up by 20. Now we about to get smacked by 20.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I know. We was just up by 20.
Is there some things that I seen that he did in Duke that I did not like that he did on a few possessions? And there was possessions where people was open, and if he just made that pass instead of barreling himself into the paint, just make the pass that's necessary sometimes. You don't have to keep chucking. That's what he's been doing the last couple of sessions when he got the ball. It's okay. We understand what you are. But sometimes, bro, you have to sacrifice, just pass the ball. And it might come back to you for a good shot. That's all. It's just certain things that I seen that he didn't do.
Okay. But I get that. But do you want, that comes with having that alpha dog mentality. Do you want the alpha dog mentality or not?
I know, but like I said, he was not a good shooter as people think he was. He's an okay shooter. He can make a shot. But he ain't no dead-eye 3-point shooter.
No, he never was. He only shoots, 32% or something like that?
He shot 30 in college.
You know what I'm saying?
But like I said, what I like the most is every time I see Knox just every time he got the ball is either he drive, he made a quick decision, just like he just did right now. Got the ball, drive, made a quick decision. He's been spectacular tonight. He has. It's like he learned just when you get the ball, you go. And he's just aggressive.
He's being aggressive.
That's all I ask.
He's being aggressive. And we'll see if he continues to do that. Now, the next game, Sunday night, he may come out and be off. He may drive to the basket and still be off. And, some people might.
As long as he's showing me what he's showing me tonight when he gets the ball. Good pass. He got the ball, dribbled, saw the open man, and made that good pass.
Yeah, and
he's
this is my
aggressive,
thing.
Man.
Right, and this is my thing about Kevin Knox being able to get the ball, advance the ball off a rebound. I just love that he can do that.
But he has that quick first step.
Yeah, I just love that he can do that. Now, RJ Barrett's coming back into the game. Right?
Yo, Sam, whoever say RJ bust Barrett, that was funny.
They wildin'. Whoever that is, man, is wildin'. I seen the dude.
Shout out to him for that. Look,
ain't no shout out to him. Go ahead. He's a bust. He's a bust.
Funny.
Whoever that, his name is Didi. Didi, you're a bust. You're a bust, Didi.
Yo, Didi, RJ the bust.
Didi, you're a bust.
That was funny.
No, how about Broadway Barrett? Like my man said on the phone. Didi is a bust.
Good pass. Okay, good pass. He did. Good pass to Knox.
We getting it back. We getting it back in it. We getting it back in there.
You know what I like, Sid? As soon as they get the ball, they are running. We was not doing that last year.
Yep.
Every time they had the ball, they just ran.
Yep. We got some thoroughbreds out there. 77, 79, 69 now. The Knicks still down by 10, but they're showing a little bit of heart. They're showing a little bit of something.
It's more about Knox for me right now, and I like what he's doing.
Definitely.
I like what he's doing right now. He's showing me that he learned a little more things in his game. But I just like the quick decisions he's making. Boy, I love that. Because when you have that first step, you need to make those quick decisions with the ball.
And listen, this is what I was saying earlier about now, although this isn't the highest level of NBA,
yeah.
Now you're playing with all professionals, right? Now you're playing with guys who been
they still
in the
playing
league
with above
2 or 3
NBA talent,
years.
though. They still playing with I said they still playing with above NBA talent, so it still counts for their development.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Now they're playing with guys who've been in the league for 1, 2, 3 years, right? You've been in the G League for 1, 2, 3 years. You're playing with grown men now. You're not just playing with other college guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's going to be a little bit different. The speed is going to be different because you're playing with, guys that were the top players out of college now, right? You don't got these little bums, from these bum teams. And, you got the 5th and 6th best player on the floor. You got all the best players on the floor from all the teams.
Everybody's an NBA player.
Everybody's good. Everybody's playing hard because they're trying to make it into the league. They're trying to prove their point that they should be in the league.
And one thing, too, with Knox, like if he's going to play the 4, right, and when teams are doing pick and roll, it's kind of like when you're watching sometimes, it's like he stands stagnant there. He's not moving with the roller enough. And that kind of scares. Oh, look at RJ again. God. But look at
this is what we signed up for, ladies. This is what we signed up for.
No, listen. It's a learning curve.
But it was the end of the quarter. It was the end of the quarter. It was the end of the quarter, though, Mark.
No, I just said no.
It was the end of the quarter. What was he gonna do?
No. I was just laughing, but like I wanted to get it all out. Get it all out tonight. This game is erased. Someone need to do the Men in Black thing on me. This game is erased for me with RJ. Just RJ didn't play tonight, all right? But other than that, Knox did good. Mitch need to get his body up. He needs his body.
Oh, yeah.
He needs to fill in. Yeah, he needs to fill in, bro.
Without a doubt.
He needs to fill in. I like what Trey did. He mixed it up a little bit. There was a couple of plays where he kind of over-dribbled a bit. But I still like the things that he did. He was aggressive. He made some plays for other guys. He came off timeout plays and made shots. So he's mixing it up. He's learning. He got to get rid of those bad habits, and that's what the summer league is for.
Yeah,
so he's doing all right.
He really does. I talked about that in the video that I did the other day. Earlier today. He really does have to get rid of some of those bad habits.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He's
learning, though.
He's learning. It's hard when you've been doing something for so long.
But you've been doing that his whole career.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And he's been the guy from high school to college.
Yeah.
it's not going to be that quick. It's not going to happen that quick. The Knicks are down.
Going, man.
1 second,
really
Mark.
Surprised me tonight.
Yeah, give me 1 second, Mark. I still got you live, but 1 second. The Knicks are down 80-69 at the end of the third quarter. The Knicks are down 11 points. They were once up by 20 in this game. R.J. Barrett's having a rough go his first game, his first professional game. Kevin Knox is playing very well. Alonzo Trier is playing a decent game. Alonzo Trier, he's got 19 points. He's shooting 54% from the field. Knox is shooting 50% from the field. R.J. Barrett tonight is shooting 23.5% from the field. We'll see how this goes. We'll see how it works out. The Knicks have their starters back in the game. You got Kadeem Allen, R.J. Barrett, Alonzo Trier, Mitch Robinson, and Kevin Knox.
Yo, Sid, let me say one thing.
Go ahead.
You know, RJ, but he has to work on his elusiveness. He's too stiff, man.
Well, he's not. Listen, he's not. RJ Barrett is not like a super athletic guy.
No, it's not that he's athletic, but it's either he's gonna go. It's like he don't have no elusiveness to his game. He gotta have a little elusiveness to his game, man.
Listen, this is the reason why a lot of people were kind of silent when I said it. I liken him to Ron Artest.
Oh, that's a perfect.
I liken him to Ron Artest. His body size, his body, the way his body shape is, his style of play. Ron Artest was never elusive. He was just gritty. Yeah. When he went to the basket, there was no whole bunch of shakes and all this kind of stuff. He just went and used his power and his muscle to get there. I like it. That I kind of see. Maybe not with the defense is not the same, but I see a lot to me in the way they play on the offensive side of the ball. I see Ron Artest.
Yeah, and I remember when I seen Ron Artest the record one time, and boy, there was a play where he was on a guy and the guy couldn't leave the corner.
Yeah.
I hope, if anything, RJ become a great defender. He has the tools to do it.
Oh, he has the tools to do it, and he has the size.
He does have the size.
Yep, he's got the tools and he's got the size. We'll see we'll see what's up with it, man. The Knicks are down 80-72 as Knox.
Yo, Knox is just attacking, bro.
Throw. He's attacking. He's playing ball.
Listen. He's looking like what RJ Barrett's supposed to be looking right now.
It is his second year in the league. Right, it's his second. It's his second time in this summer league.
Boy,
what I mean? So we'll see what's up.
Keep it up.
But let me tell you, Kevin Knox. Kevin Knox may come out. He may come out this season. We'll see if he can continue to play like this, man. He'll be killing.
You know what I seen what he did tonight?
We got to get our free throw game together. I can tell you that.
Oh God! You know what I seen from Knox tonight?
What's that?
When his jump shot started falling, he just continued to keep attack. He just went to attack instead of keep taking those shots that he would take last year.
Right.
Like he would constantly take shots and not go to rep. When he see his shot don't fall, he's attacking.
Yeah.
But boy, I'm just cheesing. Like I'm just paying attention to him. Everybody else, I don't really care for tonight. Knox is who's excited me tonight.
Okay.
Because the kid is doing what I want him to do. The aggressiveness with that size and ability to he has the striving ability. He can get to the basket when he wants. That's what I wanted to see a lot. And he's doing it. So, that was my thing. Him coming out of college. That motor.
Well, hey, listen, these guys got to develop. The Knicks are down 80-72. The game is not over, all right? Let's not put it in the books yet. The game ain't over. The game ain't over. It's an 8-point game. It's not over. Game ain't over. Let's see what happens.
I'm just making fun of guys. It's just funny.
I feel you.
It's just
game
funny.
Ain't over. And that's what I'm talking about. Hey, that boy Trier is a gamer. That boy Trier, yo, you talk about somebody. You talk about somebody who has that Mamba mentality. Trier got it, bro.
So there's an earthquake happening right now, Sim.
Where at?
In the game right now. They stopped it.
Word?
Yeah.
Trier dunked that hard?
Oh. Yo, look at the light shaking.
Oh man.
Vegas too damn hot with that 105-degree weather.
They wilding over there. They wilding right. So I guess this game is.
Yeah, people keep watching. People keep watching. One of them, the Titron might fall on y'all. Y'all better get out of there.
Word. Dang.
Oh, the camera's shaking up. Oh.
Man, they taking pictures of the jump.
Oh, they doing the Harlem Shake right now. Yeah, keep taking pictures.
Wow.
One of them things fall on y'all. Good for you. Get out of there.
Yeah. Hey, man. It's crazy. There was an earthquake. There was an earthquake yesterday.
There was two of them in L.A.
There's two of them in L.A. yesterday?
Yes, 6.4.
Wow. Yeah, it's crazy. It's wild.
They said that they was expecting an earthquake, but the way it was happening, it's good for it to happen the way it did yesterday, instead of one big earthquake. Because they said if that one big earthquake occurs, it would change. It would split California.
Wow.
Something they were talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. All right, I'm gonna come back to you, Mark. Let me get around and see what these guys talk about, man. All right. Hey, real quick, Guillermo. Hey, Guillermo.
Yo, what's up, Zim?
I'm just want to say, man. You said, you wanted to be in Vegas. They just had an earthquake, man.
Yo, chill, man. I'm not getting back on that court, man. Forget what I said, man. I feel good just watching it online here, man.
I mean, I thought I was like, I'd say to Mark, I guess Trey just dunked it too hard. He dunked it that hard to cause an earthquake. I mean,
somebody just said Zion sat his fat A too hard on.
Oh wow!
Man, yo, chill, man. Yo, you guys are hard, man.
People are already gonna start doing that with Zion, man. Come on, man.
Sim, I'm like, yo, bro. It's Sim, this is not even preseason. This is summer league, man. People are criticizing. Sim, 2 years ago, you remember who the MVP was of the summer league? You know who that MVP was? He got traded to the Pelicans this past season. Lonzo Ball. Like, why are we overreacting to summer league back? This is for these guys to come out and literally showcase and play and just get into the normal thick of things, man. It is not that serious. Let's stop criticizing. This is why, look, us Knicks fans, I love the fervor, but this is a reason why some free agents don't want to come in, because we over-criticize and over-judge. We are too thirsty. Chill out and enjoy the freaking game, man. Like, just if it comes back on, just have fun. Like, I'm not.
Yeah, I certainly hope. Man. I certainly hope that everybody is safe and nobody is hurt there. We got some Knick. There's some Knick content creators there, so I hope everybody that's there is safe.
True.
I was actually on the phone with Alonzo Trier's mom and aunt earlier today. Hopefully they're safe. You know what I mean? So, hopefully everybody is safe. You know what I mean? Right now, the Thomas and Mack Center is, they just kind of chilled out for a second.
Oh.
And we'll see if the game's going to come back on.
Oh.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if
I thought Isaiah was gonna fight with Mark, man. I love to see that.
You said Isaiah's gonna what? Isaiah's gonna what? Well, ladies and gentlemen, right now there is a earthquake that took place at the Thomas and Mack Center, so the game is delayed. We'll see if the game is going to come back on. I guess they want to check and make sure that the structures of the lights and all that kind of stuff is in place to make sure that nobody gets hurt. We certainly don't want to see anybody hurt. Any of our players, any of the people who are at the game, we don't want to see any of that. All right, so at the moment, the game is on delay. And hopefully everybody there is safe and nobody was hurt during, I guess it was a minor earthquake. I'm not exactly sure what the numbers are. There was an earthquake yesterday. So hopefully everybody is good. I mean, listen, ESPN, I'm pretty sure if people were hurt and things started happening, ESPN would flip off to something else and, switch over to something else. All right. So hopefully everybody is fine. Hopefully everybody is fine. The New York Knicks are down 80-74 with 7 minutes and 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The Knicks had a 20-point lead earlier in this game, ladies and gentlemen. And it looked like they were cruising. I mean, they were playing good basketball, slowly but surely, though. The New Orleans Pelicans started creeping back into the game. Okay. The announcers say that they felt the floor move. I'm not exactly sure everything that's happened. I'm going to try to get a quick listen so I can find out exactly what is happening. Just just to know. I mean, I don't know what kind of fix they need to make. And you probably are hearing a little bit of the game in the background, maybe. You know what I'm saying? It's because I got it playing so that I can hear exactly what's going on right now. The only thing that I know now is that there's an earthquake happened. At the same moment, I see Stacey Pickett saying, that the quake came as Alonzo Trier dunked, and it did. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see exactly what happens here. This is very, very unusual to say the least. 6.4 earthquake. Wow. Wow. Bombo, you said, didn't Cali just have a 6.5? Yes, Cali did just have a 6.5 earthquake. You just hope everybody's good. Big Smoke, you said the earthquake's still going on. I don't know if the earthquake is still going on, but it happened during the game, and I think they need to check and make sure that, everything is safe before they even continue the game, because you never know what kind of structures, what kind of things happen when you have an earthquake, right? Structures can break down. Wow, this is crazy. I mean, you would think that the game is probably going to be over. The speakers are still moving. Yep, and I'm looking at it right now. I can still see the speakers swaying back and forth, and it looks like the players are piling off the floor, which would mean that this game is probably over. I think this game is going to be called, ladies and gentlemen. I think this game is going to be. Yep, players are heading to their locker rooms. Looks like this was a significant earthquake, folks. 7.1. They need to get everybody out of this arena. I guess they need to also check and just make sure that things are safe outside and those type of things as well. But this game is called. This game is over. Earthquake was a 7.1. I'm just glad that at least people are safe. At least people are safe. Hopefully no one has been hurt in this earthquake. And, wow, this is, a stunning change of events right now. A stunning change of events. And I hate to see it. I certainly hope, as I said, that everybody is safe. Keep everybody that was in that building, everybody in Las Vegas, everybody who experienced the earthquake, please keep them in your prayers and hope, pray for their families to be safe. Let me get to a phone call. Caller, you're on live with Nothing But Knicks. What's poppin'?
Hi, Sam. It's Knox.
Hey, how you doing? How you feeling?
Hi. If you remember, I live in L.A.
Yes.
So I felt the earthquake.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I was out of town for yesterday's earthquake, and then I heard we had like 1.5 one other aftershock. And so I was watching the game, and I was laying in my bed, and it kind of was swaying a little bit, and I was like, am I bugging? And then it, like, really started to sway, like, kind of like if you have vertigo.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, waiting for like a I don't know how to, like a jolt kind of feeling, but it didn't jolt. Because I was here for the 94 earthquake, and that was like a real jolt where things started falling off the walls and out of the closets and all that kind of stuff.
Wow.
This one, nothing's fallen. But yeah, like you, I heard the Richter scale, and I was like, damn, that's pretty big.
Yeah. I mean, thankfully, I'm glad you called in, and I'm glad that you're safe and you're not hurt or anybody. Hopefully, no one in your family or anyone is hurt.
Well, thank you. Yeah. I just wanted to give just a little report of somebody who lives here and experienced it. It's just crazy because Vegas is a 4-hour drive from here, so it's not far. So, and the epicenter for yesterday's was between like Vegas and Bakersfield, if some people know where Bakersfield is. So it wasn't like close to LA, but we kind of feel things,
Yeah. So I've never been in an earthquake that is, has a magnitude of 7.2, right? Can you explain just, I don't know if you have been, but, what is the magnitude of it? How powerful is that?
Well, this one to me doesn't feel like 1994. 1994 was, I think, 6.7 or 6.4. I forgot. That one felt scary, like, oh, my God, because, like I said, like, everything fell off the wall, so you heard glass breaking. You didn't know if, like, the building was going to, condemn and fall. Like, you don't know what's going to, because you could hear the creaking of the walls and the doors and everything.
Right.
This one was more like kind of swaying, like that's why I described it as like vertigo. But then I can hear the windows shaking and like things moving. But I have glass and things around, and nothing fell. Like everything stayed.
Okay.
But it depends where you're located, when it happens. So
right.
That 94 one, I felt it because I was closer to the area where the epicenter was.
Man, I experienced one earthquake.
I remember you got New York and Maryland, that whole area, right? Is that the one a couple years ago?
Yeah, a few years back, and I was sitting and we were in an office having a meeting, and I heard the rumble. Now I thought that it was a truck outside because they were doing work outside. I thought it was one of the trucks maybe started up or whatever it was, but then all of a sudden, I seen the building start to sway back and forth, and still, it was my first time being in one, and I still was kind of like, okay, what's going on here? And then, we kind of figured it out, and I mean, it didn't last too long, but everybody was safe. So that's good, and I'm glad that everybody is safe now. Right now, it says the game is delayed due to the earthquake. It doesn't mean that the game is over, I guess. It's just delayed. So I guess, it may come back on.
I hope so.
Yeah.
It's just because we've had, there are earthquakes every single day, like little small ones you don't even notice or feel.
Right.
But yesterday was felt. So it's like when one of those big ones happens, like there are aftershocks to come after. But what's kind of weird is like this one was bigger than yesterday's.
Yeah.
So
wow.
that's crazy.
And so there's a good chance that there may be aftershocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because this would be the so-called aftershock, but
oh, okay.
So there could be more.
There could be. So this would be the aftershock from yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Wow. Oh man, I certainly hope everybody's going to be safe. I thank you. I really thank you for reporting.
Oh, no problem.
And keeping us
I wanted to give from the ground. No, no pun intended.
Yeah. Right.
All right. So I just we can get back to normal. And I'm watching you guys, so thanks for your show today.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, take care. Talk
have a
soon.
good one.
All right.
Yep.
Thank you. Bye.
Well, reporting from the ground, ladies and gentlemen. Watch out, CNN. Watch out. Shoot, we may have some competition out here. Anyway, the game is delayed due to an earthquake. So let's talk about what we've seen so far. All right, that's what I want to do. I want to talk about what we've seen so far. I'm going to take this next phone call, and we'll see what's going on. Caller, you're on live with Nothing But Knicks. What's poppin'?
Hey, how's it going? Nothing but Knicks. I wanted to make a couple of quick comments. The first about the outrage on Twitter and in the comment section about R.J. Barrett being trash and all this other nonsense. I mean, all these people talking like they're cold snipers and they would get on the court and immediately produce. You got to give this kid some time to mature, start playing with men because he's been playing with boys, right? This is a totally different scenario for him. So that's all I want to say on that is, stop being harbingers of doom. Secondly, this earthquake thing that's going on right now.
Yeah.
An aftershock, just, not that I'm a scientist, an aftershock is always lesser than the initial earthquake.
Right.
The fact that this was 7.1 and the initial earthquake a couple of days ago was 6.1 is very, very, very bad. Because that means that the pressure on that fault line is still building. And there's going to be a catastrophic earthquake probably, in the next month or two. And I'm saying they should move these games from the West Coast to the East Coast. And not just, for the players' safety, but for everybody's safety. The fact that they didn't evacuate that arena immediately is asinine because while buildings in L.A. are built for earthquakes, buildings in Las Vegas are not. They should have got the hell out of there immediately. That's all I got to say, man. Have a good night.
Well, hopefully, hopefully they got some people in there that's knowledgeable and they're able to, do the right things, man. I appreciate the call.
All right.
I appreciate it. Yeah. Hopefully, let's just hope that everything is all right with everybody, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take another caller.
Came into aftershock.
Caller, you're on live with Nothing But Knicks. What's poppin'? What's going on?
Hey, man, why is everybody going so hard on the Knicks? I hear the media, I can't believe how they're abusing them. I think they did pretty good for not getting KD and Kyrie. I think they did pretty good for themselves.
Well, they did. I think they did, too. I think they did pretty
but
good for themselves.
They're not getting the credit, though. It's, insane. They're not like how the Knicks were back in the day.
It's always the Knicks are always the punching bag, man. And
that's
they're
what I'm
always
saying.
the punching bag.
I can't believe it, man. I just want to call up and say that I just can't get over it.
The Knicks are always the punching bag. So, I don't know if there's much we can do with that. But I appreciate the call, bro.
What you think? Are you gonna get that 8 seed?
I hope so. That's what I'm fighting. That's what I want the team to fight for. Even if we don't get the 8th seed, and we're in the running, we're fighting for it. It's still great experience for the young guys. You know what I mean? And
absolutely.
We'll take it from there. As long as we're fighting for something, that's all. I feel good.
Oh, absolutely, Rob. Yeah. All right, brother. Thank you. Have a good night.
All right. Appreciate your call, man. Peace. I want to give a big shout out. I'm gonna get back to the super chat and talk the game. We'll talk a little bit about the game and if this game does come back on, can we make a comeback and what do we need to do to make a comeback? All right, that's what I want to get to. I'm gonna get to it in just a few minutes. I want to give a shout out to A Santos. Thank you for the super chat. Also the Grants. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate your support. Definitely appreciate your support, ladies and gentlemen. I do want to bring to your attention that there are still tickets for sale to reserve your spot for opening night. Because I know you want to be there at opening night. I'm going to be there at opening night. And some guys from the chat's going to be there opening night. So you can reserve your spot right now at this moment. And if you want to continue to support me, you can also become a VIP member. All right. Right now, you can reserve your spot, get your tickets to NBK opening night. Right? When we do opening night, or when we sell these tickets, we only sell about 40 tickets. We'll have a lounge. There'll be food. We'll have some events before the game, events after the game. So make sure you join us. All right, get your tickets right now. I'm putting the link in the description. I'm not sure who they play on opening night because the schedule hasn't come out, but this is for you to reserve your tickets. All right, so you can go right there to nothingbutnicks.com and reserve your tickets. You can also become a VIP member that will help support the Nothing But Knicks channel. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get back to our group and talk some more Knicks until we figure out what's going on with this earthquake situation. All right, let's get back to our guys in the appearing, see what's popping over here. Let me see. Isaiah, I'm coming to you, my brother. What's going on? I had a conversation with Isaiah the other day. Our basketball game is on. It's going to happen, and you guys are going to see it. I am going to bust Isaiah. I'm going to wear Pumas while I'm doing it, too. I'm wearing Pumas while I bust them. I'm going to talk to Puma, and I'm going to say, you guys got to cover this game because I'm about to crack this dude, and I'm going to do it in a pair of Pumas. Going to make Puma look good. Right? Because, Isaiah's talking a lot of trash, so I want to put it to him. Anyway, Isaiah, what's good, bro? I can't hear you, brother. Why you keep... This guy, once again, getting off the short bus. Every time. Why did you log in from that if you knew you was going to log in from your phone? I mean, come on, man.
Hey, listen, man.
What's good, man? Why did you log in from your laptop or your tablet if you knew you was going to log in from your phone? Just log in from your phone.
Because I wanted to get you mad. That's why I said. Because you know why? I am so happy that you announced this game. It is happening, everybody. It is official. It is going down next Saturday. And I mean it. Next Saturday, y'all will see the whooping of the year when I whoop Simi. Yes, Guillermo. Everybody asked for this, Guillermo. Shut up. I'm letting everybody know now I'm dropping 20, 35, 8, and 6.
You better drop 20 to 35 pounds first.
That is my stat line. 20, 34, 8, and 6. Don't worry how I got the 6. Don't worry. This will be a bloodbath.
You better drop 20 to 35 pounds first.
Listen.
That's what you better do.
Listen, Sim, when I Sim, you know what, Sim? You want to know how I know I'm gonna win? I'm gonna play in Tim's. Sim.
Okay.
Gilmo, shut up.
Do what you do. You about to get cracked. You about to get buzzed.
Listen.
When's the last time you played basketball again?
Don't worry. I played basketball. Don't worry, man.
Answer the question. Answer the question. When is the last time you played basketball?
I played basketball 3 days ago.
Where?
You don't need to know. Don't worry about that.
Where and when? With who? With what league? Who'd you play against?
I played against competition. It really wasn't competition, but don't worry. It's easy. This is going to be a cakewalk. It's going to be so easy. It's going to be so easy.
Have you ever played basketball? Have you ever played organized basketball?
Wait, what happened?
Have you ever played organized basketball?
I played organized, unorganized, clean, dirty. Okay. I played every kind of basketball you can think of.
Did you play in high school?
I was all world 3 times in a row. Don't worry about me.
Just answer my question. What I do. Did you play in high school?
Listen, I didn't play in high school, but
did you play in CYO?
Listen, I played prison ball, college ball.
Did you play Boys and Girls Club?
Hey, listen. Don't worry about me. I got me. Worry about yourself.
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Listen.
Go ahead, man. Talk to me about the Knicks, man. Talk to me about the Knicks.
Yeah, man. But first of all,
Talk
how
to
you
me
doing,
about the
Sim? It's
Knicks.
good. It's good
I'm
seeing you,
good.
brother.
I'm
Good seeing
good, man. I'm good. I feel good.
You know what I'm seeing, Sim? I was listening to you earlier talk about Alonzo. Alonzo is playing good, but I still see the selfie. I still see the ISO.
Right.
I still see the ISO and Zoe. We need defense. We need
Well, we started off playing real hard on defense. We were playing real hard. We started off playing.
No, Angel. I'm not. Hold on. But okay, I understand. I understand some of the league, and for the people that's if you're really calling RJ trash after his first game, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, listen, they trolling, but let's talk about. Let's talk about.
Yeah, I see
game.
Mitch. I think Sim,
if this game, Isaiah, I don't know how much you've seen of the game. If this game does resume, as you know, it's been delayed due to an earthquake. If this game does resume, what do the Knicks need to do to win?
The Knicks have to buckle down on defense. I'm seeing a lot of, and I'm not trying to critique them really heavy, but I'm seeing a lot of switching. I'm seeing RJ. I will say this about RJ. I see him pace. I see him jogging rather than running. They're switching way too much. They're just letting Tim. I think his name is Tim Frazier. Whoever's on the Pelicans, let him get to the basket really easily.
Well, okay. So let me say this about the switching thing. Get used to it. Listen, I'm telling you, get used to it. You got a point guard. You got 2 point guards that's 6'4". Frank Ntilikina, if he's playing some point guard, he's 6'6", right? We got wings. We got a lot of wings, shooting guards, small forwards. We have a lot of wings. They're gonna switch.
Yeah, you're right.
Even our big men between the 4 and the 5, they're going to switch. So get used to it because I think these guys are going to be switching a lot. That's the reason why they've put together this type of a team. You know, guys that can defend different positions. These guys are going to switch. Get used to that.
Yeah, you're definitely right about the switching. The switching, but that is a good thing because we got players that are pretty tall. I think the shortest player we got might be Kadeem Allen. But so what the Knicks got to do, man, they got to buckle down, pass the ball, man. Get a little. I know it's the first game, but get a little rhythm with the passing. But I think they can win it because they're starting to look more better because that third quarter was just ugly.
Yeah.
That third quarter was really ugly.
Well, let me stop you here. Well, they actually. Well, yeah, it was ugly. But let me stop you here. The game has been postponed. The game is canceled due to the earthquake. So all the games here are canceled.
Yo, I know that guy.
All right.
Oh crap!
I guess I gotta mute you now because you're not even listening to what I'm saying. Okay, if you know that guy, he probably don't know you. Angel, what's going on, man? The games are canceled. So from what we did see, what's going on with you? So the games are canceled. Everybody's piling out of the Thomas and Mack Center now. From what you did see, how'd you feel about the game?
Sim, listen, man. RJ's trash. Everyone's trash. Fucking burned us down. It's over.
Watch the language for me, bro. Watch the language for me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sim.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely people overreacting with that, man. Like, the dude was just playing at Duke like a month ago, man. Like, give that kid some time, man. They still young.
That's what I'm saying, right?
ISO is still ISO. That's what he does. I mean, you can't really change that right now, but he gets buckets. Mitch, man. Send Mitch, man. That's all I got to say, man. Mitch is he's out there hustling, throwing himself on the floor, blocking shots, yamming it on people. But he has to be careful, man, because he's running out there a little bit reckless, man. When he fell, I almost, had a little mini heart attack there.
He does, man. Mitch, he's all over the place. I mean, you got to love a guy that's willing to throw his body around and stuff like that, man. You got to love it. You got to love it.
No, I absolutely love it. And I don't expect any type of defense. I know what Isaiah is saying. That's if they would have resumed the game, that's what I would have liked to see. Buckle down a little bit. But it's summer league, man. They're going to be running out there. trying to get these shots up. As you see, a couple dribbles, step backs, and shoot that 21-foot, jump shot. But it's good, man. It's the first game. I just want to see RJ get his feet wet. I don't know what Kadeem Allen is doing. I liked him last year, man, but 26. I know we ain't got no point guard, so he's probably the only point guard we got at Summer League right now. So,
right.
But
right.
Looking forward to Dennis Smith and Peyton and hopefully Ntilikina. But yeah, it's crazy what's going out there in Vegas, man.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's crazy.
It's
I hope everyone's
crazy.
safe. You know what I mean? But
yeah, it's crazy, man. And it's a lot of Knicks content creators out there right now. So hopefully they're all safe. You know what I mean? A lot of Knicks content creators went out there to, just have some get-togethers and stuff like that. I'm praying for them guys. Hopefully they're all safe out there.
I am too. Another thing, real quick, Sim, I saw that video you made about Kellerman and the media, man.
Yeah.
Kudos to you, man. I wish I could just like that video a million times over and over, man. I'm about to make new accounts just to log on and like that video, man.
I appreciate you, bro.
You made my day there, man. You said everything I wanted to say without the physicality. You know what I'm saying? It was in words. You said it in a nice way. So you made me feel good when I was watching that.
I appreciate that. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, Sim.
Yeah. I'm gonna get back around to you, man. I'm gonna come back. All right. Let me see, Mark.
Yo.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
Talk to the crew. Talk to the crowd. Talk to the crew for a second. All right, because I gotta get up and grab my phone because I gotta check and make sure that somebody is okay. Due to this earthquake situation. All right. So I'm gonna let you take the reins for a second. Just don't blow up my YouTube channel. All right. Don't blow up my YouTube channel, bro. All right, go ahead, man. All right, so go ahead. So just talk about what the Knicks need. What you've seen so far from this game, although it was suspended.
Like I said, tonight, I like everything I've seen from Knox, how aggressive he was on the court. RJ's RJ. But whatever happened to him tonight, that's erased from my mind. Mitch need to get his weight up. Trey mixed it up tonight. I like what he did tonight. I like Iggy. I like how Iggy moved without the ball when they were running on the break. Tonight was okay with me, just to see them guys go out and play the way they played tonight. We could have came back, too, after, Trey hit us with an earthquake dunk. But, sorry to say this game had to be over due to an earthquake. And that's kind of bad. A 7.2? That's kind of bad. That ain't no aftershock. What's wrong with you people? Yesterday was a 6.1 in California. So, them people over there better be careful because they're supposed to get another earthquake soon. So.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. I don't know what Mark was just kicking at y'all.
I wasn't wilding. I was talking about the earthquake. Like people talking about this was an aftershock. No, it wasn't. This ain't no aftershock.
Well, I mean, it's
That's like what's happening right now. Like I said, when I mentioned to you, there's supposed to be an earthquake, something serious is supposed to happen.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to happen. But for them to get you didn't see it happen in California.
Yeah. So I'm looking at ESPN right now. It says 6.9 earthquake hits about 150 miles northeast of Los Angeles, same area as the 6.4 earthquake that hit on Thursday near Ridgecrest, California. It's crazy, man.
Son,
it's wild.
I'm telling you, man.
It's wild. So Mark, you're getting some questions. People are asking you some questions,
okay.
Right? So they want to know. They want to know, what do you think about Iggy?
What I like about him is that how he moves well without the ball when he's on the break, even when they're running like a set. How well he moves around on the floor. He's never standing in one place. He's always moving in motion. And like I said, he hustles. It's like he's just there. He's there. So I like that in a player that don't need the ball too much to play on the floor. So that's a plus for us. But I just like how the guys was just out on the break. Every time they got the ball and there was a break, they just took advantage of it and they attacked. So that's what I love to see from young guys of this age.
Yeah.
And people say I want to tank. I don't want to tank, but I still do want to be in the lottery because the league owes us one.
Yeah. Listen.
I want to win games. I want to win games.
I definitely want to win games. Listen, I was happy with what I seen from Kevin Knox. I'm okay with what I've seen. I am okay with what I've seen from Trier. I want to see him stop the ball from sticking. Okay.
It was only like 4 plays. I counted. It was only like 4 plays he did that. I counted.
Yeah, but I know, but even sometimes those four plays, man, it can mean something. It can mean something because.
But hold on, Sid.
Okay, I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you what I mean by that.
Okay.
I was doing a drill with my basketball team, and the drill is like this. We had to make. I put 12 minutes on the clock.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and they had to make 20 shots in that 12 minutes. You know, shooting jump shots.
Mm-hmm.
Right, every person shot 1 jump shot. All right, so it's like you have 2 lines. One person passes to the line, they shoot the jump shot, go get their own rebound, pass the ball to the other line, so on, and it keeps going. They hit a point where they was in a nice rhythm, right? Catching, passing, catching, shoot, passing, catching, shoot, passing, catching, shoot, and then all of a sudden, someone threw a bad pass. The basketball went someplace else. And it threw the whole rhythm off, and they missed that next shot. It only takes one time for that to happen. And then all of a sudden, they started missing. They missed 4 or 5 shots in a row.
Yeah.
It takes one time for that rhythm to get broken. So
I remember that part. I remember that part. And I know what sequence you was talking about. But other than that, if you do go back and watch the game, when they took Trent off the floor, the offense started to get stagnant. With him on the floor, it was actually moving.
No.
Like,
I mean, I'm not saying.
With him on the floor
listen. I'm not saying that Trier. I'm not saying that Trier was doing a bad job. I'm just saying, you know.
Yeah.
And listen, it's going to take time for him to get. It's going to take time. It's going to take time.
There was 3 plays where he took threes where he came out of a timeout. He came off a curl for the 3-point shot, and then the 2 fast break where he stopped and pulled up. I like that he did that because, like I said, sometimes you want him to shoot other than hold the ball, and he did. Right. And he did let it out. He did let the ball out of his hands. So he did good. Like I said, let's just remove RJ from tonight. It is what it is. You know, he probably playing with jitters. You know, he just, you know, it's a big game for, you know, he's on TV. So, you know, I excuse it. Okay. But my favorite tonight was Knox. I'm just.
Yeah, I feel you.
I'm excited. But then again, Tim, he could fool us because he did do good in Summer League last year.
He did. He did good in Summer League last year. He was coming off.
Let me not get too hype.
But I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this about that, though, Mark.
Yeah.
In Summer League, you're playing with people that's more your age.
Yeah.
More your size, more your speed, right? So he probably feels a little bit more confident.
No. Like I said,
you know what I'm saying?
He knows.
So, you know.
He knows. The thing about him, he knows what he's supposed to do. And like I said, Fizz, out of all the players, he want Knox to become something. Like the way they cater to him, I think they want him to become something that is more. I think they think more of him than what I probably think of him.
Yeah.
Because they started to give the ball to him in the third quarter and allow him to start the offense. And I was watching that. Yeah. So, you know, like I said, the kid got a good first step. My main concern was with him was his motor, but he showed me every time he got the ball, he made the quick dribbles, quick decision to get to the rack. He was just quick on offense. And that causes the defense to scatter. And that's what he was doing. So I'm glad for what I seen from my Knicks tonight. I just like that they ran the floor. The fast break, because we didn't get no fast breaks last year, man. We averaged like less than 10 fast breaks a game last year. It was just horrible. And tonight, every time they got the ball, they was just on the break, and I was just cheesing and happy to see that. And they was running the floor the right way. That's the thing. When you run a transition, there's a way to run transition, and they ran transition correctly.
Yeah, exactly. They ran those lanes. That's what they.
And
yeah,
that's
they ran
Fizz
the lanes.
basketball. That is Fizz basketball.
And that's that says a lot about. Once we get some of these other, once we mix some of these young guys in with the vets that we signed, and they all understand how to run that floor and do some things, man, we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. Let me get around to some of these other guys, Mark.
When Trey played with those older guys, those habits are gonna lessen because now he knows that there's other bigger guys on the floor that he has to give the ball to. So let him eat in the summer league. Let him do what he do and get it all out. But when it comes to the real time, I think he's not going to do that a lot.
Okay. Let me get around to some of these other guys. I'll come back to you,
all right,
Mark.
man.
All right. I'll come back to you. Guillermo, I'm coming to you, bro. I want to know what you think.
So far about these players?
About the game, we only got to see up until, a few minutes into the fourth quarter. The Knicks are down 80-74, but what did you think about the game so far? After you, I'm going to read off some of the stats, but, what did you think about the game up to this point?
Yeah, man, I thought it was really raw. The only guys that I was even thinking about criticizing was just guys like Trier. When the what's the name? The Pelicans had that little run when they came back and took the lead. I know the Knicks are coming back, but I was disappointed in just like in Trier, there's no instinct to kind of control the game. Take the ball, calm everybody down, stop the momentum on the other side. I understand that some of you want to see some of these things from your sophomores. You kind of want to see he finally gets the game on a higher level, right? Because when you see guys like Chris Paul, the Andre Millers, see some of the top point guards, what they would do is that when the other team was scoring, especially off of stupid mistakes or really quick shots, and then these, high rebounds, whatever, or the rebounds that kind of kick out and then starts to transition for the team, they would literally stop the momentum and then get easier buckets, slow the game down, drive the shot clock deep into, to where it's about to go to the buzzer, things like that. And look, I know Trier's more of a 2 guard, but like I said, he's going to have to make his bearings as a 1, a guy who can facilitate and score. And I know it's summer league, but a guy who's coming back, he's really playing NBA. You kind of want to see those traits in him. So I'm not going to judge him too harshly, but you would have liked to have seen it like, oh crap, he the mental hurdle, like he's starting to come into more of his mental prime, as a player, or a mental, growth as a player. So
yeah. What did you think about RJ Barrett?
Oh, I mean, he's just pressing on, young kid. Nerves probably got into him a little bit. He got a few fouls early on, but I kind of saw from the way he was driving that, he was probably going to try to keep forcing it. His shot's not falling. But again, these are things I want to see. I want to see these guys take shots. I want them to feel comfortable. I'd rather RJ Barrett go 4 for 7 than 2 for 3. Or 4 for 17, than 2 for 3. I want to see the aggression. I want to see. This is where, these games are basically where you see the guys, right? It's kind of like, last year we were saying, let these kids play. I'd rather see these kids play in non-meaningful games and get some of these things out. So then you get to preseason, you can kind of take another step and get them a little bit closer. Then you get to your rookie regular season, you're still raw, but there's certain things you learn, you picked up. So RJ Barrett, what he's doing now, as long as guys are watching film and getting better, I love it. Now, an interesting thing, Sim, I actually would have liked to have seen Frank here because the beginning of these Knicks, when they were moving around, which I don't know why they stopped doing that, I was a little disappointed. Early on in the beginning, Sim, they were moving around. I was like, is this a new offense? Because this is sexy. Guys, more than 2 guys were moving around. It wasn't just the center and the point guard. Center, right. Point guard, Knox. Guys, it was constant motion. I would have loved to see Frank play on that Kadeem Allen kind of evaluation where it's like you have these older guards and can they be here for the regular season? I would have loved to see Frank here, but it is what it is. These are the type of things when you talk about aggression and kind of being hungry. I don't know what's with Frank. I don't think he's injured or anything, but you kind of want to see that hunger from like, all right, look, I've had these tough 2 years, but I'm a top point guard. I can show them with the real offense where we're not tanking. This is what I can do. I know this is summer league, but I'm going to do this in summer league. I'm going to do it in preseason. And whenever you give me the opportunity to do it in the regular season, I'm going to show you. I'm going to give you the 12 points. I'm going to give you the 5 or 6 assists. I'm going to give you the rebounds, and I'm going to give you the top defense. I'm going to make it hard for you to not want me on this team. And if you want to trade me, you're going to get a good haul because someone's going to get a good value. You want to see those things in Frank. So Yeah, I would have liked to see Frank here with this.
Yeah, I would have liked to see Frank too, but we'll see we'll see how. I guess we'll see how it goes with him over in France, and we'll get a chance to see him play over in France.
But see, that's a cop out, Sim, because you know why? The thing with the France thing is that you saw when he played with France, and he was hitting threes. He looked all-star, and to me, when guys, I remember Rudy Fernandez went back to Spain. Certain guys, like, they're talented, right? And they get spooked, and they no longer want to be in the NBA. It's like they don't have that, I don't say self-esteem, but the confidence, right? It's like if you're going over to France and you're not vying, you're not fighting hard, blood, sweat, and tears, tooth and nail to show yourself on the NBA level, and then you go to France and play in your comfort zone, that is kind of a red mark to me. It shows that, yes, you have talent, but you don't believe in yourself enough to say, all right, these guys have doubted me. I've been in weird situations for the past 2 seasons, which I agree with. He's been in these weird coach situations. One season is tanked. One season was with Hornacek after KP got hurt. Everything changed. I want to see you hungry on the NBA stage, man. We know what you can do with France. Show me what you can do on the NBA stage.
Life doesn't update you about your credit card. So meet Eno, the Capital One assistant that catches things that might look.
I don't know what happened there. The only thing I'll ask you, the only thing I'll say is this. I'll ask you this. I mean, Dennis Smith Jr. is not playing in the Summer League. This is his 3rd year. Sometimes players, they get to their 3rd year, they play in the Summer League twice. They don't play in their 3rd year. There's a lot of players. I would say most players don't play in their 3rd year.
Right, but look at where Dennis Smith Jr. is on the depth chart, and look where Frank is. Frank is at a point where I don't know if there's tension, but it feels like there's tension between the agent and the team and stuff like that. DSJ at least I think that DSJ has a high seat because he's the guy that everybody says that they wanted, right? So the Knicks should have gone instead of Frank. And I think to Frank, I understand it's your 3rd year, but I'd rather see you do this, Sim, and show that, look, this is my 3rd year. It might be a little bit embarrassing, but I'm coming back. This is a new improved Frank versus you show me a bunch of Instagram videos with you doing workouts with no one. You know what I mean? I'm tired of seeing these little, I'm hitting 8 threes in a corner and with no one on me versus you not being in the summer. I just want to see you in action. I want to see that grow because, again, Sim, Frank is not the type of point guard that Fizdale initially he wants. He's initially not the type of point. I want to see Frank make that transition into being, all right, I'm going to change my game to fit Fizdale's perspective. Plus, I'm going to show what I can do what my natural talent is. DSJ at least has more of a leeway, I guess, because I think that he fits what Fizdale wants to do, an on-ball guard who can bring his man to the basket. He can't really shoot well right now, but he has higher favor with Fizdale. Frank doesn't. So Frank should be fighting tooth and nail. In my perspective, he wants to be with the Knicks.
No, I feel you. I feel you. And I would have much rather seen him be playing in the Summer League as well. But you just never know. You don't know what his. He's got new representation right now. You don't know what the whole situation is. So I'm willing to look and see. I'm gonna come to you in a second, Isaiah. Let me go over some of the stats from the night. Okay, of course, as you know, the game was suspended this evening due to an earthquake. We pray that everybody who was in the earthquake is safe. All right. Kadeem Allen started tonight at point guard. I'm not sure why NBA.com has him as a small forward, but he started at point guard. He had 4 points. He's 2 for 8 from the field. Shot 25% on the night. He had 2 assists, 1 steal. Kevin Knox, he played a hell of a game tonight. He played 24 minutes. He had 17 points, 6 for 12 from the field. It was 3 for 7 from the three-point line, 8 rebounds. Mitchell Robinson was all over the place. You talk about a guy playing with, reckless abandon. That was Mitch tonight. He was playing with reckless abandon. You know what I'm saying? He you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Mitchell Robinson had 8 points, 10 rebounds, 1 turnover, 2 steals, 4 blocks. He also had 4 personal fouls. RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett, this is his debut, and there's a lot of people on him already because his debut was not stellar. I'm willing to let this ride out and let this guy play a little bit before I make any determination about him. Let him play. RJ Barrett had 10 points. He was 4 for 18 from the field, 1 for 8 from 3, 1 for 4 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers. I mean, maybe the moment got to him. I don't know. It's a big moment. He's a kid. He's 19 years old. Big moment. Maybe it got to him. Maybe not. And maybe it's just one of those games. Maybe it's just one of those games. Give the guy a chance, man. Don't come in saying he's a bust. That's crazy talk. Right? Let the guy play a couple games in the NBA. He's played 3.5 quarters in Summer League. And people are already ready to say that he's a bust. It's crazy the way that we treat these young kids sometimes. And it's not just the fans either. The teams, they treat these young kids the same way. They get rid of these guys so early, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. They throw them out. Done with them. If they don't get returns right away, they're done with them. Alonzo Trier tonight, he had 21 points. He was 8 for 14 from the field, shot 57.1% from the field. He was 3 for 4 from the three-point line, 2 for 3 from the free throw line. He had 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 turnover. Ignaz Brazdeikis, the other draft pick, taken in the second round this season. He had 5 points, 2 for 8 from the field, 1 for 3 from the free throw line. He had 4 rebounds, 1 turnover, 1 steal. Kenny Wooten had 2 points, 4 rebounds. Andrew White, no points, 2 rebounds. Lamar Peters had 5 points. Tyler Cavanaugh had 2 points. Markel Crawford did not play. But let me tell you what I saw, at least from the beginning. I seen these guys playing hard. And I think that they played hard throughout the entire game. Sometimes, you're trying to mix in some players and make sure everybody gets a chance to play. That's what Summer League is for. I get it. I definitely get it. Right, so the chemistry may not be there. You look at the first group that was on the floor, Kadeem Allen, Alonzo Trier, Kevin Knox, Mitchell Robinson. The only guy in that group that hadn't played with him is RJ Barrett. So there's some chemistry there. There's already chemistry there. So, yeah, they would play a little bit well together. You would at least think so. Because they got some chemistry. When the other guys come in, you're not going to have as much chemistry. You don't know what those guys can do. You don't know what those guys do that. You don't understand the little nuances that may take place with those guys. And even though Trier, Mitch, Knox, Kadeem Allen, they only played a season together, you understand those nuances a little bit better. So it makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. And we'll see. There's plenty more Summer League games coming up. Got 3 more Summer League games coming up. We'll see what's going to happen. Obviously, you had the earthquake. We'll see what's going to happen and where these games are going to be played and how they're going to move these games around if it's necessary. We don't know if that's going to be necessary or not. Again, I hope that everybody is safe. I hope that everybody is okay. Hope everybody's safe and okay. Very, very unfortunate. 7.2 on the Richter scale was that earthquake. 7.2. But anyway, what I seen from the Knicks was okay. It was okay. I think we'll see better coming in the future as they get to know each other a little bit more. We'll see some more. We'll see. We'll see them a little bit better. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 12:17. At 12:30, I'll be heading off. I want to give a shout out. Justin Smith said, Broadway Barrett, first game, teenager, nerves, celebrity in building. Just his first showing. Relax. We will be composed, learn, and get better. He's just 19. My sentiments exactly, my friend. My sentiments exactly. I agree with you 100%. Ladies and gentlemen, I will be, from here, I'm going to be moving on over at 12:30 to the front stoop. We're going to do a front stoop episode. So you can subscribe to the channel right now for the front stoop. Subscribe to the channel. Become a member of the front stoop. Talk to us on the front stoop. It's a hip-hop channel, so we talk about everything. Tonight, we're going to be talking about Brooklyn. Is Brooklyn taking over New York? And you know what I'm talking about. That's what we're going to talk about on the front stoop. So please join us. Join us on the front stoop tonight. Hope to see you there. All right, we'll be on the front stoop. Bombo, you can definitely be on the front stoop, my bro. Everybody, it's open for everybody. Everybody. So make sure you join us. 12:30, we'll be heading over there. We'll be heading over there at 12:30. All right. This is a link to the channel. I'm also going to send you a link to the actual page. Right? So that you can actually get on the page that we're going to be going live from. And it may happen a little bit after 12:30 because I'm getting off here at 12:30 and then I'm going to go right on. So it's going to take about 5 to 10 minutes to get on. But we should have some good conversations. Hopefully Guillermo is going to join us. Guys in the video chat is going to join us. A lot of the same crew. But we're going to have a good time over there. Zion Williamson, he ended up sitting out the remainder of the game. I'm not exactly sure what the reasoning was, but he ended up sitting out the remainder of the game, did Zion Williamson. So it kind of ended up being not what you expected, right? Wasn't exactly what you expected for such a hyped up Summer League game. Wasn't exactly what you expected. You had Zion versus RJ. And you know what? There was a lot of energy to start the game. Then Zion went out. RJ wasn't playing well. Then the earthquake happened. I'm going to get around to everybody, folks. Start to get everyone's last words. And I'm putting in the chat right now the link to the actual page that we'll be live from. All right, at 12:30. This is the link to the actual page where we will be live for the front stoop. And we're going to have some good conversations. Tonight, we're talking about Brooklyn. And is Brooklyn taking over the city? We're talking about the Brooklyn Nets. Are they taking over the city? All right, so make sure you join us. Subscribe to the channel and join us. Let me get some last words from these guys, and then, we're going to go ahead and rock on from here. I appreciate you guys for being on with me. We've been on for 3.5 hours. I appreciate you guys, without a doubt. All right, let me get to these guys to see what these guys talking about. Andy, I'm coming to you, bro. I'm coming to you. It's not going to be your last word, though. Not going to be your last word because I didn't get a chance to talk to you that much. Go ahead, man. What's going on, Andy?
Yeah, it can actually be my last words because it's like 20 minutes past 6 a.m. here.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I want to have a power nap before I start my day.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be a long day.
Yeah. Okay. So give us your take,
what
man.
I wanted to say, I'm not really paying much attention to these summer league games. Actually, I'm watching it, but I don't, I'm not gonna judge guys after these games because, like I said earlier, that these players are playing nervous. Some of them playing like, it's a pickup game. Some are playing a little bit more selfish than they are actually gonna play in the NBA and in their careers. So it's just like breaking grounds for having contact with other NBA players. So it's not much. I'm not taking much to it. Only thing that bothers me, and it's gonna bother me in every type of game. If it's in a rec league, I don't know, summer league, anything that about taking shots and forcing shots. That's the thing I hate most in basketball. That you can take shot, but take the open shot. Don't always, force the shot. Try to, get a contested shot and stuff like that. That puts the spirit of the game lower on your team and stuff like that. So that's the thing I hate most.
Okay. So I know you said that you're not putting too much into this game, and I get it. Trust me. I definitely understand that. What do you want to see from the next game?
Well, actually, I was thinking that when RJ had those a couple of, I don't know, 5 or how many of those shots in a row that he missed, I think he should try to impact the game the other way. Like bring the ball up, try to get a guy on himself, maybe a double team, and then pass it over and stuff like that. Try to create the game for the other players on the team. That was the most thing that I expected from him. I know that he wants to take a shot every now and then, and maybe more often than we would like him to take a shot. And there will be games that he would be taking those shots and making them. That I understand. But if you're cold, I rather see him try to impact the game the other ways.
Okay. And look, he's 19 years old, so he's learning.
Yeah, of course I get it. And that's why I'm saying that I'm not getting my hopes off of him. I still hope he's going to be the alpha dog on this team this season. Even I'm happy with what I saw from Knox on the offensive end, of course, because on the defensive I already saw like he lost his guy like twice or 3 times for an open corner 3. So that I noticed. But
yeah.
I'm really happy on, he has that aggressive drive. He bulked up a little bit, maybe not much, but it's noticeable. So I'm happy with that.
Okay. All right. Good, man. You know what? I'll be on Sunday night. We'll be on Sunday night. I know you're getting ready to probably get some rest or get your day started or whatever you're gonna do.
Exactly.
But I'll be on Sunday night, man, and hopefully, we can see a better showing from RJ Barrett and pull out a win. I guess tonight, I don't know if they're gonna replay this game or replay the fourth quarter or what they're gonna do. If not, they'll probably just leave it with the Pelicans with the win at 80-74. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I hope they're going to play the fourth quarter, so maybe we could just, pull out the W.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping too. Yeah. All right, man. I'll see you Sunday.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm going to make it because, Monday's going to be work, but maybe it's going to be straight to work.
Yeah. Okay.
Have fun,
trust me, I understand if you can.
And shout out to the chat.
All right, later.
Yeah, peace out.
Peace. All right, Sandy, I'm coming to you, man.
All right, Sam. First off, man, this is pretty bad. I mean, they're much like the first, the other decent-sized earthquake they had. There's fires all over town down there.
Wow.
These rumblings, these earthquakes, they bust a lot of gas lines and they burn up houses. So it really sucks because there are people houses are in flames right now. In California and Vegas and all around that area. So, look, praying for them. I hope everything works out and life, anything else can be replaced. As far as the game goes, listen, it's over. There's no reason to bring these kids back out to finish that game. They got enough tape. They got enough to talk about and work on until the next game. Let's move on. Let's worry about the next game. About wins and losses.
Well, now my thing is this: are they going to continue to play those games there, or are they going to have to move those games?
I mean, you remember when we had the earthquake here in New York? I mean, it was much smaller a couple of years ago.
Right.
I mean, it doesn't take long for a structural engineer to get in a building and see if there's anything wrong with it. And most buildings now, even in areas like that aren't going to be hit with mega earthquakes, they have to be built to a specific code. So they should be able to handle most of that, So, I mean, they have within a day, before tomorrow, whatever time games would start, they'll have engineers in and out of there. And if the building is structural, and there's not a problem, which it probably isn't going to be, they'll probably play the games.
Okay. Well, I certainly hope that people are okay, man. This is really unfortunate incident. You hate to see anyone get hurt. I'm glad that nothing tragic happened inside the building while players were playing, while the
definitely
building was filled with people. I'm certainly glad that people.
They showed the baseball game. They showed the UFC Hall of Fame or the MMA Hall of Fame was going on down there. And, all these buildings were shaking, but I haven't heard any deaths. I just been seeing the fires.
Okay, good. And any family that's out there, man,
first game out of the way, maybe, in some ways, the story of this game is going to be more about Zion leaving early with the knee injury and this earthquake than what our players did. And maybe that's, I don't want to say out of tragedy comes a plus, but maybe for the kids, that's actually not a bad thing to not be on the front page tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Anybody in the chat, man, if you have family that's there, please call them.
Absolutely.
Make sure that they're safe. If you have, I'll be praying for your family if you have them there. Just make sure your people are safe. If anybody is there in California, if you're checking in from California, I pray that you are safe, and I hope that you are safe. And if you're not, please put it in the chat so that we can help you if it's possible. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, let me give you a different link for the front stoop. I apologize. I want to make sure I give you the right link. As soon as I get off of here, I'm going right over to the front stoop. All right, and we're going to talk. Is Brooklyn taking over New York? And we're going to talk about some new music that's coming out. All right, stuff like that. Some new music that came out, new music that's coming out. It's going to be a fun show. You know what I mean? It's going to be a fun show, the front stoop. So make sure you join us in about 10 minutes because I'm about to get up off of here. All right. And by the way, do me a favor. Not only do I want you to subscribe to the front stoop, but subscribe to Nothing But Knicks right now. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Right? Subscribe right now. I'm trying to push this channel up over 10,000 subscribers by the end of July. Who knows? I might get there. But subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell. You'll be notified anytime I go live, drop a video, post in my community section. All right? And hopefully you come on over and join us on the front stoop. All right. White Chocolate, it's on you, bro. Take us up out of here.
All right.
Your last words, bro.
I like what I saw tonight. I'm actually in LA. So the building was shaking and I had to run outside for a second. And there were people outside holding on the poles and stuff. So thank God nobody is hurt, at least that I know of. But yeah, that was a pretty scary moment. In terms of the summer league, I'm going to agree with Andy on a lot of his points and what he says that, for some players, these are pickup games. Some players are taking it seriously because they're trying to secure their future. I did like RJ's mentality of, even if I'm missing, I'm going to still shoot. I'm going to shoot my way out of it. I just hope that he uses it for the right reasons instead of the wrong reasons.
Mm-hmm.
I liked what I saw out of Kevin Knox. I feel like he still needs to be a bit more aggressive in the sense that not in his play, but in his attitude, because when Zion snatched the ball, ripped it out of his hand, taking candy from a baby. Like I didn't, I'm pretty sure he felt that. He felt some type of way about it. So I just want to see him like respond to moments like that when someone tries to check him. And but yeah, same thing with Trier. Needs to pass the ball a bit more, dribble less, that type of stuff. But however, I do have a couple of news that I want to break out. They're not Knicks related, but I do think they're basketball related. So I do think it's worth talking about. So the first one, the Nuggets are interested in Iguodala if Iguodala gets bought out, which is I think that's more likely to happen than Iguodala going to the Lakers, because the Nuggets were first seed when Iggy played for them that 1 year. The Grizzlies waive Avery Bradley, so I think Avery Bradley is on the Lakers' watch right now. Monte Ellis is also trying to make a comeback, and I think him and Amari Stoudemire, they're gonna have private workouts for 5 teams in the league, and I believe the Knicks are one of them.
Yeah, Amari's going to work out for the Knicks, yep.
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. Markelle Fultz is still not ready for 5-on-5 contact basketball from what the Magic, one of the Magic medical staff, from what they said. So I think it's a good thing that we didn't go for Markelle Fultz at the trade deadline, because he still wouldn't be playing. And I don't know what's going on with the guy. I think it's purely psychological at this point. And the last thing is there's just a report coming out that Danny Green is looking for a lucrative contract. He says winning's not important. He just wants to secure his future and making the most amount of money. So maybe regardless of what happens with the Kawhi situation, Danny Green might not go back to Toronto. So who knows about that?
Okay.
But yeah, those are just some of the news going on to coming out tonight on what's happening. Of course, the Wizards waived Dwight Howard, but the Grizzlies trade for Dwight Howard, then waive him. I believe he's going to go to the Lakers because he doesn't really have a market like that. So we'll just see what happens.
Right. Okay. And my dogs, want to get their say in, but White Chocolate, I appreciate it. I'm going to get to Isaiah, and then we're going to go ahead and log off and jump on the front stoop, man. Isaiah?
Hey, what's going on, son?
Let's make it quick, bro. We're trying to get up out of here.
Yeah, I know we're going on the front stoop. So make it quick. Summer League game was meh. That's the best way to describe it, is meh. Zion didn't play particularly the best. RJ didn't play the best. I like what I seen from Kevin Knox. I agree with what Chocolate said. Allow the Trails pass the ball a little bit. Like you said, Sim, those 4 possessions where he had the ball stuck, those could be very crucial. Mitchell, I think he's gonna make all defensive team this year. I truly believe that. Yeah, a great show tonight. This has been a weird show because of the earthquake. I'm praying for everybody. Hope everybody's okay in Las Vegas and California and all those states, earthquakes. Yeah, let's get to the front stoop, man. Let's go.
All right, bro. Well, let's get there. Isaiah?
Hey, everybody subscribe, man. Stop. Listen, real quick, Sam, let me say this. Everybody subscribe to the front stoop, man. Since Nick's channel started, started like a little channel and it's growing. Let's get the front stoop going, man. If you love hip hop, you love music, it's not a black thing, it's not a white thing, it's not an Asian thing. It's a people's thing. Sim, all of us, we have great discussions, man. I don't know how many people on the chat right now, but I know it's a lot of them. Come on, jump on the front stoop, man.
We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. We got some people jumping over there. We're gonna go have a good discussion about, is Brooklyn taking over?
Yeah, we already know the answer to that.
Is Brooklyn taking over New York? We're gonna go have a good discussion. All right, man. I'll catch you over there on the front stoop. All right.
Yeah, I'm about to knock there right now.
All right, bet. And ladies and gentlemen, man, thank you for staying on with me. Please join us on the front stoop if you want to talk. We'll be talking for about an hour or so. Just talking about stuff. Basically, when you're sitting on the front stoop, you talk about stuff. That's what it is. But my last words for the night. We got a chance to see the Knicks play, the young Knicks play. And what we saw from the beginning was energy, a lot of energy, right? We saw, we got to see a chance to see some good ball movement. We got to see some things that they could possibly do on a regular basis if it becomes habit for them. Right now, they're in this habit-forming stage. Habit-forming stage as a team. So let's not, we can't get too high. We can't get too low. We just got to let it play out and see what happens. RJ Barrett, people already calling him a bust. It's craziness. The guy just stepped his foot on an NBA court. That's not even a real NBA court. It's the MGM Resorts court. Let's let this guy develop. Let's not put pressure on him. Let's not make it feel like he has to come out and do something special as soon as he steps foot at the Garden. We got to give this guy a chance to play. Got to give this guy a chance to grow. We know what we want. We know we need a guy. Let's see if he can develop to be that guy. We got to be easy, folks. We got to be easy. Because I've seen some good things out of this team tonight. And I'm not going to put it out of the realm of possibility that they came back and won this game if this game was able to continue. Think they were down by 6 points when the game stopped? And they were making a run because they had gotten down about 14. They were making a run. So it is possible that they could have came back and won this game anyway. There's not a lot of chemistry. They've got to build that chemistry. Let's see how they respond. Let's see how RJ responds in the next game. That's going to be important. Let's see what he does. Let's see if RJ can come back in the next game and say, okay, you know what? That was my first one. I played like trash. Now, this is me. Let's see what happens there. We'll see what happens. I think he's going to be okay. The Knicks going to be okay. I like some of the things that I've seen, and if we can continue, if we can make it happen on a regular basis, we'll be good. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of here. I thank you for joining me. I'll be back on Sunday night. Make sure that you jump on over to the front stoop in just 5-10 minutes. Here's the link. I'm going to put the link back in here again. All right. Jump on over to the front stoop. Let's have some good conversations. And we're going to talk about all kinds of stuff over at the front stoop. You know what I mean? We're just talking. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Right? Subscribe right now. Ring that notification bell so you can be notified anytime that I go live, drop a video, and I'm dropping them often. I am dropping them often. All right? Also, you can become a VIP member by going to my website. That's one way that you can really support me, by becoming a VIP member. And we're going to be having VIP information coming out only for those who are VIP members. VIP content, coming out only for VIP members. You can get that on my website. You can also reserve your tickets for MBK opening night on my website. So go ahead and knock it out. Right, here we go. I'm putting it up there. That's my website, nothingbutnicks.com. I'm looking for folks who want to blog. If you want to be a blogger, hit me up on nothingbutnicks.com. We got a forum up there. Jump up in there. You can talk in the forum. Right? If you want to be a blogger and you want to blog about the Knicks, definitely hit me up on nothingbutnicks.com. Ladies and gentlemen, I am out of here. I will catch you Sunday night as we do it all over again. If you're in LA, you're in Las Vegas, you're in California, you're affected by the hurricane, I got you in my prayers. I think everybody in the chat got you in their prayers. Please be safe. Reach out to somebody if you need help. Okay? And we're out of here, ladies and gentlemen. We're out of here. Catch y'all Sunday or over at the front stoop. Peace.
I get you. This guy with his shades, man.